You ain't tuning in, well you losing it. Goosebumps on your skin, now it's time to begin.
Hello everybody, welcome back to TheLazySusan, where we'll be rotating through a bunch of topics such as gaming, music, movies, whatever kind of pops into our heads. My name is Todd. I'm here joined with my co-hosts as always, Derek and Adam. Here we go. I'm supposed to kind of jump right into the Japan stuff because I got yelled at since I didn't give out enough information about that. So sorry. I forgot, honestly, I should have mentioned the street kart racing. That was honestly one of the highlights of the entire trip. It ended up being in a typhoon, which everyone says is like the best part about it. Like, oh, that's like part of the best, like the best part of the story was after we looked into it, like we were out literally in a typhoon. Rain was crazy. It was pouring the entire time. But Ann and I at one point looked at each other and like my cheeks hurt from smiling so much. Like it was just literally the funnest thing that we did out there. It was so great. That was not the only natural disaster that we went through. There were earthquakes while we were there as well.
Whoa.
They primarily only affected the north, but it like in all of the hotels there was a TV and we would always just put on like Japanese TV shows to see what was going on. They had some funny game shows as expected. It's that's their culture kind of thing. I loved it. It was great stuff. But there was a lot of Japanese news out there and they were talking about the earthquakes and some of the houses honestly got like fucked in the north. They were like they're not standing anymore. There was roped off and all that stuff. So a lot of people got affected by that. And then one of the nights we woke up to alerts on like everyone's phones in the morning about missile crisis. North Korea was launching missiles and Japan was like not taking any risk. I think they ended up being not missiles or something that they were putting into space. Maybe it was a satellite. I don't remember, but Japan wasn't taking any risk and they shot them down before they got like anywhere close to where they're supposed to be. But yeah, I guess they joined Japan's airspace and they're like, no, fuck you. And they shot it down. So yeah, that was three like crazy things that ended up happening while we were over there that I got yelled at for not talking about.
Yeah, I agree with Ann for yelling at you. How the fuck do you miss that?
I don't know. There was so much stuff going on and yeah, it slipped my mind.
There's a roller coaster of emotions over there.
When you're in the street carts through the typhoon, I know you said you guys were smiling. You're having a great time. Were you nervous at all, like driving in the rain?
No, I don't get nervous about that stuff, but it was coming down. There were times because they give you glasses or not glasses, but like goggles so you could see. And there were times to where like it was hard to see through those things. And like the rain was really coming down and you're moving into it. So it was rough, but no, I was never really nervous. Didn't ever have that.
Okay, cool.
Anne was freaking out in the beginning. She initially she was the first person in the line and she was like, I don't want to be. You should go first. Just say it's because you have the GoPro. And I was like, okay, I could just say that you're nervous. Like you don't have to lie about it.
Right.
So yeah, but no, it wasn't scary at all. But it was cool afterwards to get out and be like, yeah, we went through a typhoon in street carts and we survived it. So it was dope.
Yeah, I mean, how many people do you know get to say something like that?
That's what everyone said when we got back to the hotel and we were just talking to like different people on the group. They're like, oh man, that's the best part of the story. Like, yeah, you can say that you were out in a typhoon. How many people can say that? And I was like, it's a good point. It does spice it up a little.
All right.
100%.
The Human Typhoon. To Bash the Stampede. It's from Trigun anime.
One of the girls on that trip had a Trigun shirt. She absolutely loves Trigun.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I didn't know that there was more than one version of that.
Hell yeah.
Yes, yeah.
There's apparently like 3 or 4 or something like that.
I think it's 3.
Something like that, yeah.
Or just 2, maybe. I don't know. Let's double check that.
So yeah, that was kind of my conclusion on the Japan stuff. I'm sure more will come up throughout the times and all that.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, and then if you have any more footage you find, we'll put that on there and
again, like I said, we can always do that whenever. It's not edited, so I'm gonna be oh yeah, we did this, went here and stuff like that.
I thought that was fine, yeah.
Yeah, I can pull up like the Disney Day or something like that. That's cool.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
That'll be cool to see.
Hell yeah. The next topic I wanted us to talk about was the Summer Game Fest and versus the Xbox Showcase. Apparently, I'm in the minority for liking the Summer Game Fest more than the Xbox Showcase. Apparently, everybody loved it. I think there were a lot of good moments for the Xbox Showcase. I didn't think there was anything that truly blew my mind except for the Gears of War announcement. I mean, the Metal Gear Solid was really cool, but it wasn't like, I mean, that's more up your alley, Todd, than it is mine or
Yeah.
Derek's.
I'm very excited about that.
Right. But other than those
That's
two
cool,
announcements, there
but-
are a lot of games that were like, I'm kind of interested in this, but there's like maybe only like 4 or 5 games that I know for sure I would be playing. Versus the Summer Game Fest, there was a
I'm
handful
at
of games. That,
3. I got
You're at
3
3?
from the Xbox. Yeah, that
Do
I
you know-
know for sure I'll play. Yeah,
do you know which ones they were?
yeah. It's Gears of War for
Right.
sure. And then I want to play that Flint.
Is Gears gonna be on PlayStation? Are they gonna do that? Is that like something they plan on doing?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe,
think so.
maybe not.
I
Right
doubt
after
it
this.
as well, but just I know that they said that's the route they want to go. Is they want you to be able to play Xbox.
They did that for
games on
Doom. Yeah,
anything.
they said Doom will be coming.
Doom
to
was.
PlayStation
I thought that
too.
was kind of a
That's a
really
smart-
big thing.
yeah.
And that's another one that I'm actually excited for. The prequel to Doom. I enjoy the Doom
It looks
series,
cool.
so
as fuck,
that I
so.
thought that one looked really good.
The Doom game does look cool. That's one that, like I said, I have 3 games. That's one that I'll most likely play. It'll be fun. I love playing Doom. My problem with Doom, with every single one that I play, except for Doom 3, I get not bored, but just it's the same thing over.
It's
and over.
repetitive. Yeah, it's
Very repetitive.
very
The third
fast-paced
one-
shooter. Same thing over and
Yeah,
over.
and I think that's why I like the third one so much, because it was a little different. They made it more of a horror game.
Yeah.
Right.
With the taking out your flashlight and like gunning them down as they're chasing you. So I had a lot of fun
Ammo.
with that one. Yeah. So playing that one was a lot different than other Doom games. And the more recent ones went back to the original, and that's cool. I really dig that. This one with the shield looked really cool. I can't wait to
I
give
like the
that
shield.
a shot.
I like that gun they pulled out with the skull and it grinded
With
up
the
skull.
skull.
and
Yeah,
stopped the
yeah. That's
skull
dope.
fragments.
That was
a
super
cool
cool.
idea. Yeah.
So,
I like creative weapons. Who doesn't?
absolutely. And it was different. So yeah, it's great. So Doom is one, Gears is the other, and the Flintlock, whatever the full title.
Yeah, the
is, I don't
gameplay looked
remember.
really solid on that. I
That looked
didn't even check
great.
out the
I
demo.
was-
I know the demo's out right now. So
Oh, I have not tried that.
Yeah.
I'm not much.
This
of
is the one
trying
that's
out
been
demos.
delayed like 7,000 times, right?
has it?
This is the
The
first
first
I ever
time?
heard of it.
Oh
never
no
heard
no
of
no
it,
no no! I'm thinking, what's the other Pirates game that keeps getting delayed?
Oh, that came out. That's already out. Skull and Bones.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Skull
That's
and
a
Bones is out,
Ubisoft
yeah.
game, and I do not think it's doing too well because
Well,
of that
I
reason.
mean,
You did
yeah,
not even
there you
know it was
go.
out.
There you go.
It's I haven't heard anything good about it. And
That's a shame because it got delayed so many times. Like I was like, oh, maybe they're really gonna finally put out a good product, but Ubisoft.
The last thing I heard is they
presumably
did
that shit took
announce
it again.
season 2 of Skull and Bones is happening.
Gotcha.
And
The only
hopefully
game
the
that
community who enjoys that likes it.
The only game that I went into it not expecting to give a fuck about, but am kind of interested in possibly paying. I want to see more gameplay from it. Is Fable. I know you
Yeah.
weren't too big on it, but compared to what we've seen before, and I don't know if it was last year's showcase or the year before that, even with the giant, I wasn't too cool with all that stuff before. But this recent one, I didn't expect it to look as decent as it did. I'm
It
not
does.
the biggest fan of like being, oh, this is the character you're playing. I don't know if we get to customize her at all. Does it?
Okay, so here are my gripes, especially when
Yeah.
it comes to Fable. Last year we got that cinematic trailer. It showed the female character, and to our knowledge, for any Fable game, you don't create your character. You start out with a boy. Let me go back even further. Fable 1, you
Yeah.
just played as the boy. You didn't get to pick your sex or whatever.
Mhm.
Then Fable 2 changed that, or did it?
I think
wasn't
you
sure.
could be a chick in Fable too.
Okay,
think it
then
was.
Fable
I
3 for sure.
Feel like you could. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I feel like you could.
Then Fable 3 for sure you could choose.
Yeah, at least in Fable 3, because in Fable 2, you were always that girl's younger brother, weren't you?
I think so.
In the very beginning, I think you're just a boy in Fable
Little
2.
Sparrow. I remember that.
Yeah, Little Sparrow. I thought Little Sparrow was always a boy. But maybe it's just because I always picked a boy. I don't know.
But
either way, move forward and make it more customizable.
But this is my gripes with what we've seen so far from Fable. Like you said, the one with the giant actually looked cool. However, it gave me hardcore vibes of like Uncharted, where you're more or less going through these cutscenes as they're happening. Like explosions are happening, cool
like
things
Fable.
are happening around you as you're running and sliding, and it's like,
It says that there's a sex change potion. So
okay.
I don't know if you can choose that in the beginning, but you can. There's a sex change potion.
Yeah, okay, that sounds about right.
In Fable 2?
In Fable 2, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure, yeah.
So you could definitely at least be a female at some point or another in Fable 2.
So this is where it gets me. All right, so that was last year with the giant. I was like, okay, yeah, sure. We had a lot of big things happening around. The environment was moving, but what was the gameplay? We didn't see nothing. So I was really hyped for this year to see some Fable gameplay. And I was like, we're going to see it. For some reason in my head, I could be, it's probably my fault for getting my hopes up for that. But
I really, for everything,
which I do for a lot of things. True. But I think there's validity behind, there should have been a better gameplay.
We should have got more gameplay. We got a tiny bit.
Yeah, we got little sections, but even those were arguably like, is that actual gameplay, or is this like little like assassination cutscenes, when it comes to enemies, and who knows?
No, I think some of it was gameplay, especially when she ran up on the dude and he was like, "You're my favorite hero." Like,
right, true. But I'm not action as far as the gameplay goes.
Sure, you wanted to see fights and stuff like
right,
that.
Right.
Yeah.
But then there comes the character. I would like Fable to do the approach of Fable 3, as much as I know I'm not the biggest fan of Fable 3, but being able to pick boy or girl, actually if they let you make your character, I think that would be an actual huge plus. I'm hoping that's the direction they go. But yeah, we have seen the same female character. I know there's a lot of issues with her looks. A lot of people don't like the way she looks. But I hope that's not what it is. I hope we get to pick and create our own characters. I hope that's the direction they go. I wish they would be a little more open about all this information instead of kind of like, oh, here's a little bit. It comes out next year, a little bit more. I was really hoping that, but the game that absolutely was the cardinal sin that took it too far with that is Avowed. I'm sorry, your game comes out this year. Everyone else has already announced their release date, and you're gonna show your more gameplay but not give a release date. It comes out this year. Either it doesn't come out this year or they're hiding something. I don't know. I feel like there was no point for them not to release a release date. So it leaves me to believe that it's going to come out in December or November. It has to be late this year. There's no way it's going to be any time earlier than that. I was salty about it because I wanted that release date. I wanted one for my bingo card, but two, I just really wanted to know exactly when it was coming out.
Yeah.
Every game, I feel like this was the time for them to announce. I have a list right here.
Are you not interested in the Diablo? I mean, that's not a new game, but
no, the cinematic was cool. It looked brutal, but I played Diablo. I had my fun with it. I think I'm just done playing it.
I also thought it was weird that they didn't talk about the extra class and all the other stuff they were going to do to the game.
It was so weird that it was all announced afterwards.
Yeah, like on Twitter and whatnot.
Yeah,
hey,
what are you
saw us during the Xbox showcase. Here's all the information you actually wanted during the showcase. And it's like, you guys could.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. The other game, there's 4 games. Call of Duty I'm going to play.
Oh, for sure.
It's free.
I feel like we're all going to do that just because it's on Game Pass. It is a solid win right there. I'll give them that. That is true. That is a good win on them. But obviously, we knew that was going to happen, or less, more or less, we kind of had a hankering that it was going to happen. I know the other game Derek was really excited was called Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Fucking I was so upset that they spent 10 fucking minutes on this cinematic. Dude. Who fucking cares?
Bro, and I've seen people react to it and they're like, oh, that was great. I'm going to play this game. I was like, what are you fucking...
Have a great time. Like, I don't want to fucking give a shit about this.
They didn't even show like main gameplay or nothing. It was just fucking a
I don't even
cutscene.
want gameplay. Just say this game's coming out then. Thanks. Move on to the next fucking game. I don't want to watch half an Indiana Jones movie on a fucking
Man,
showcase.
can you imagine now you're gonna play the game when you get to that cutscene? You're gonna be like, "Well, I already saw all this."
I already saw all this. Oh, I ain't gonna play that fucking game. Get the fuck out of here.
I agree. I don't know.
That spent
Maybe
so
we're
much
in the
time
wrong
on
for that.
that.
Maybe we're in the minority for that thought as well.
I'm in the minority for thinking this.
I'm
showcase
cool with
is
that. Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, whatever.
Indiana Jones. Yeah, what the fuck?
This game, people are more interested in a lot of games that I'm not. What is it, Dragon Age?
I was gonna say Dragon Age is the
That one's
next
getting
one
shit
that
on hard right now.
I
Oh,
feel
really?
like I've seen so many mixed reviews. Like either
So-
you
I've seen
love it
people
or you're
loving it,
really
yeah.
I'm gonna say either like you're really happy with it or like there are some people like I just saw a video today where the guy was like, "Oh man, I feel like people are skipping over this, so I thought I was gonna be in the minority, but this shit does not look good." And then he was just going on a rant about it. But
I mean, we're at my side of the internet that I've been seeing people been ripping on it hard because they, I
Really?
guess they tried to do some damage control and they released gameplay footage of it. And there's actually people like there's a whole gameplay of like someone running through fighting a bunch of different enemies, and everyone's like, "This looks basic as fuck."
no, that's
Yeah.
tragic.
And everyone's like, "This."
I've
does
never
not look
been
good."
big on Dragon Age. I've never liked their combat system.
I tried,
so,
yeah. So this
yeah,
is
that's how I never got it. Like Inquisition, I get it. It won a bunch of awards. A lot of
Right.
people rave about that game, but I couldn't stand being a sorcerer, running, stopping, and that's all I'm doing. It's just throwing shit at it like this, like with my fucking staff. I couldn't stand that. Couldn't stand that.
Yeah,
I
I
never
tried
played
it
any of
multiple times and I just couldn't get into it. And everyone's like, "Well, if you love Mass Effect, you're gonna love Dragon Age." And I just never,
Really?
and I never clicked with it. That combat was very odd to me, and it was nothing I really cared for either.
Yeah.
I feel like it tried to be too many different things, but it resonated with a lot of different people. So
Yeah, no,
I
I know
wish it was
people
me
that
though.
love it.
I wanted to like it. I like
Yeah.
it seemed like a really cool world, you know.
Call
I
me
know
crazy. It
people
would
that
have been
love it,
better if
and
it
I
was
want
turn based.
No, absolutely. That's how I feel. Actually, if it played like Baldur's Gate 3,
Yes.
I think it would have been phenomenal.
Sorry, Derek, go on.
No, I just know people that like it, and I for their sake, I hope that it's good because I want everybody to enjoy their games.
Yeah,
Right.
for the sake of the fan base, I hope it's good because it's got a strong fan base. And the
You're
fan
right.
base
Very.
love that game.
We had Starfield's
Yes,
DLC,
man.
Shattered Space,
Nobody cares.
and I wanted to bring up that I thought was hilarious while Derek and I were watching it. When they were showing the trailer for it, it kept on cutting out and in. And I was like, "Damn, even this trailer has fucking loading
Oh
screens."
my god, that was so funny, dude.
What were they thinking? I feel like
Dirty.
Yeah.
nah, there ain't no way. They're gonna release they're gonna release that DLC trailer and it's not address any of the issues going on.
Yeah, right.
Tell us that you're working on, hey, yeah, we know loading screens are a fucking pain in the ass and
They
we're
don't
actually gonna
care.
work on. They don't care, yeah.
I don't think they're going to. It's just going to add
Nah.
this DLC with a million more loading screens.
Yeah, fucking hell.
I mean Bethesda is, and I was thinking about this today while playing Fallout New Vegas because I'm still like going through that run through, which I'm still having a blast on. There's so much shit to do. I was thinking, I was like, oh man, they're gonna go through and wipe everything that they've been doing for whatever Fallout game they were doing, and like, hey, we need to start over. The show was a hit. We need to do something that's gonna be now in line with the show. And I feel like up until this point, all the work that they've done on whatever Fallout they were working on that was going to be single player, they probably have backtracked it all, and now they're trying to make it linear with the show, which is going to go one of two ways, you know, like it's either going to be really cool and really dope to like have the things integrated and see things pop up in the game that you heard in the show or whatever the case may be, or it's going to be absolutely terrible and it's going to be a train wreck, which makes me so sad because, again, being the person that I am, I absolutely love Bethesda. So if they don't deliver on Fallout or this next Elder Scrolls, whichever one they choose to release first. Presumably it would be Elder Scrolls because that's what they
Hopefully.
talked about. Like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
presumably, but now with everything with the show, I feel like they'll put a lot of resources into releasing something Fallout to try and stay relevant. I don't know shit about fuck, but still, I just feel like if they drop the ball on the next big title in either of those two franchises, I have to tap out.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. If they
Yeah.
literally, if they fuck up either of those two games for their next main title for either of those two games, they're cooked.
Yeah.
And we called them out on their bullshit. They were too bitch made to even announce anything about Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. We knew that shit. We knew that's a fucking it's
Absolutely
a they wanted
radio
people
silence.
to think it was a fever dream.
Right. I think somebody said that came out, I could be wrong, 6 years ago.
Probably I wouldn't be surprised. I
When we
would
got
not
that
be
little
surprised.
teaser trailer.
Yes, and it wasn't even a teaser. It was literally a background
Yeah.
and it just flashed Elder Scrolls 6
Elder
and
Scrolls 6.
everyone erupted and I was like, dude, I think I even said it like, oh, we're not getting this till fucking 2025 or some shit. And
Oh
we're
my
still
God.
not even close to
Yeah,
being on the
they didn't
radar
even
for
talk
getting
about it. So we're probably not getting that game till
Yeah.
What do you want to make a guess now?
2028. Yeah, 2028.
Yeah.
That would be my guess. That would be my guess.
So gross.
How much do you want to bet when they were
City
making
boy!
that? They were making it on the same fucking
Engine.
the
as
same
Starfield.
engine they made all of them on, and all this shit's coming out with Starfield, and they're like, let's backtrack, let's pretend we never announced that game and start fresh on a new engine.
Yeah, their engine.
I mean,
they're
I
not
would
gonna do
still
it,
be
though.
okay with that.
Well, obviously, I'm just saying it's
Yeah.
gonna be
I
a
wish
lot
they would
longer
go to a
now.
different engine. I wish they would have the balls like CD Projekt Red to be like, hey, we did a really cool thing with our engine, but we know that we can't make the next game on our engine. So we're leaving our engine and we're going with Unreal, or just at least just
But
say, hey guys, we know we need
CD
to work on our
Projekt
engine.
Red is significantly smaller than Bethesda.
That is very
Bethesda
true.
does not
That is very
need
true.
to do that. They're just being lazy.
Like I said, I don't even need them to go, hey, we're going to Unreal Engine. It would be cool, but I just come on, can you address that your engine's a little outdated? Or
Exactly. Like fucking update it. Like you
Yeah.
have the
Yeah.
money, you have the resources, just update it.
I would
Make
give
it
them
better.
so much
Because
props if
I
they came
don't
out-
hate their engine. That's what draws me to those games. Like I
Right.
enjoy the fucking combat system, even though it's not great. I enjoy the dialogue. That's the biggest thing, is the dialogue in like New Vegas and Fallout 3. That was amazing. Now I feel
Absolutely.
like the
Oh man, you would hate the dialogue in Starfield. It's
I still haven't
I mean,
played
I can't
Starfield,
speak for
but
the whole
Fallout
game,
4
but
was
the
not
stuff I
great
saw.
to me.
Right.
Even
No,
just
no.
Fallout 4, it didn't feel like your skills or anything made a difference in your dialogue. Regardless, you were still again taking different paths to end at the same point.
right.
So,
More or less, pretty much, yeah. And they've lost a lot of that gusto. They lost a lot of that moxie that they used to carry from their older
Mhm.
games. And it's sad. It sucks, man.
I hate comparing. I hate doing. I mean, I'm gonna keep doing it, but everything that the fucking big name people are saying don't do. I hate comparing games to Baldur's Gate now, because that now, for like I said, I just have higher standards than people before. That is my fucking baseline now. I don't want people to release shit unless it's gonna be at that level or higher.
You know what? You want to earn my respect as a developer? Go, hey guys, we acknowledge that Baldur's Gate 3 is something incredible, and we're gonna go study this and try to implement
Yes.
a lot of things
Yeah.
that they've done into our games, or like
Yes.
ideas, and like kind of
Don't try
learn
and
off of
fucking
that.
blacklist them and be like, hey, don't expect anything coming out like this.
Yeah, no, say this is
So
something to be
disgusting.
praised, and we're gonna do that.
Yes.
This is the standard. This is the minimum.
Exactly. Man,
Yeah.
if a studio comes out and says, hey, we acknowledge this and we're going to do our best to make a game that can stand up to this, mad respect. Bethesda comes out and says, hey, we're going to work our engine, we know it has this and this as issues, mad respect. They ain't going to do that, but it would be mad. I'd be like, you know what, awesome.
Exactly.
That's how you win these players over. You acknowledge that you're having all these issues.
It's like J. Cole said, you're inspired by the world and allow the world to be inspired by your shit. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? Like, just fucking get out there, do the damn thing, and get out a good product, because you put out some shit that somebody didn't like, but you saw how somebody else put it out. Now you can fix it, and now everyone's gonna like it. Well, not everyone. I mean, you can't please everyone. We know that,
Right.
Derek.
We get what you mean.
We can get a lot of majorities, right?
Again, I don't know if I'm in the minority in here, but
You
the
are for
minority of this
sure
group.
in the minority. Oh, I met somebody on my Japan trip that didn't like
turn-based?
Baldur's Gate, and the reason why he didn't like it was because he didn't like that there wasn't enough freedom. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, well, I play real D&D, and you could. And I was like, okay, dude, if you're talking about the limitations between a fucking video game and
Your imagination.
real life Dungeons and Dragons where you can make anything happen with your fucking brain, yeah, there's gonna be some fucking limitations. And then I called him out and I was like, and what the fuck are you talking about? You're over here, Mr. Antisocial. I want to sit at the back of the bus because I don't want to interact with people. That's exactly what Baldur's Gate is. It's D&D and you don't have to interact with people. And then he was like, started stuttering. He's like, yeah, but it's like my friends that I've had since middle school. And I'm like, okay, it's the same shit, dude. You're still being social in a social environment, because that was his thing. He's like, hey, I'm socially checked out. I don't want to do this anymore. He wanted to skip like 3 excursions because he didn't want to like be in the big crowds, which I'm not judging. Like, do your thing, but
Right.
you can't say one thing and you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing is completely more social than the other, and that's your reason for not liking the game. I was like, bruh, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he said, you know what, you suck.
At least my not liking it makes sense because turn-based is ass.
Yeah, you don't like it because anything turn-based you don't like, but he plays Dungeons and Dragons, which is turn-based. And then he's like, my style game is more like the boss done like slasher. Like, I like the Soul series, Elden Ring, Cuphead. I was like,
technically, you can argue that they don't have limitations of your imagination either. What the hell?
Oh, I mean that's besides the point. But he said he just didn't like it because he plays real D&D, and this is so restricted compared to it. And I was like, okay, dude.
Comparing a video, that's so dumb.
I hate Sims.
That's what I said.
Real life. Yeah, that's silly. Speaking of Elden Ring, Forbes put out an article that 62% of players still haven't beat Mohg, and that's who they need to defeat in order to even access the DLC.
Look,
I was gonna ask
those people. In those people's defense, Mohg sucks.
He does.
Fuck that guy. And you know what? I don't know. I wonder what the most popular build is in Elden Ring. I think one of the most fun ones is the bleed build. And that sucks to fight him with because it doesn't fucking work really. So I had a lot of fun with the bleed build, and he was a pain in the fucking dick.
But here, really quick, I want to share this article because I thought it was hilarious. So yeah, 62% of players won't have access to the DLC when it first comes out until they
Did you
Mohg.
see?
So is Mohg one of the final? Like, is Mohg? As someone who has not played this game, is he a final boss?
Side boss. He's a side boss. You don't have to beat him to beat the game.
Okay, but do you have to beat the game to beat him?
No.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to beat the game to get to him. Like, you can get to him at any point.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
This is something I thought was cool. Is the Elden Ring veterans come together to help many players, who haven't beaten Mohg triumph. So they're all putting their summoning signs right before the boss door. That's awesome. I think that's a really cool thing.
Really?
Yeah. So they're like offering help or even to solo the boss while you just to get people there. I like that. I like when the communities come together for this.
You know what I will say I'm proud of myself for is with this boss, I am not great at these games. I have fun playing them. They're a pain in the ass. When it came to Millennia, right? That's how you say her name.
Yeah.
And the Elden Lord, I couldn't fucking beat those people on my own. I suck. Whatever. I had to summon people. I had to summon help because that shit is too hard.
When you summon, do you summon online people or NPCs?
Yeah.
Either
you can do NPCs.
Depending on the boss, there's some bosses, and depending on like how you played the game.
Is it like Dark Souls to where every boss has a specific NPC outside of it that you can summon?
Not every boss.
Not every boss.
Some.
Okay. I don't even
Elden
remember
Lord?
if every boss in Dark Souls was like that. I
don't
just remember
recall.
like you
No.
could go
Yeah.
into it with summons because I didn't do
But-
any summons when I ran through it.
But for Mog, Millennia, and the Elden Lord, there are no NPC summons that you can get. I don't think.
Right.
Is that why everyone struggles with those bosses?
No, because there's a lot of
Uh,
bosses that don't have
Yeah, there's a lot
NPC
of
summons. However,
Because
really
those
quick,
3 bosses seem like the hardest ones that again, as somebody who's never played Millennia, I always hear that name. Mog, if 62% of the people haven't beat it, that seems big. And then
right.
who was the last one?
The
Isn't
final
that
boss.
the final boss? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Elden Lord. So, yeah, I don't. You would have to summon people online. I had to summon people for Millennia and the Elden Lord or the Elden Beast, whatever you want to call him. Mog, I beat by myself, which took forever to do. And if he was gonna take forever to do, then and the other one I needed help with is fucking Malekith. Fuck Malekith.
Malekith is also a pain in the ass.
I
But really quick,
hate
Todd,
Malekith.
for Elden Ring, they implemented a thing called the bell, the summoning bell, and there's creatures that you can discover, like they're like items you would pick up, and you can level up these creatures to help you. And these are NPCs you can summon on command for any boss fight. So any boss fight you can have, like you have like
we can have pets.
yeah, pretty much just for
Kind
certain
of,
boss
for a
fights. They don't
boss
stay
fight,
with you
yeah.
forever, but they're like some areas in the world.
Oh, you can't use them in outside of the cloud
You
shit.
can. It just has to
Only
be in certain
specific
areas. Yeah, you'll have like a little icon pop up, and you're like, "Oh, I can summon here."
Mhm.
And
Is that like once you summon, you have to wait till you get to a bonfire to do it again or something?
I believe so.
No. Oh, really?
I think so. Either you call.
I was
I'd
gonna
have
say,
to
what's the
double check. It's kinda
downside
like-
to it? Like, why doesn't everyone just run pets all the time then?
a lot of people do, but they get cooked quick too. Depending on, I mean, there's different variations.
I mean, it
It's like
still
a lot.
takes aggro off of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
figure that would be the biggest thing. Even if they're out there getting one shot, it takes aggro off of you
Right.
for that
The
one
issue
second.
with Millennia
second.
with doing that is anytime she hits you, she regains health. So you
So
give
she
a pet.
hits your
She's
pet.
almost harder to fight with a pet because
Because she'll
they're
have
just
a
gonna-
bigger health pool. Because yeah,
yeah, she'll just get her health back because they're not going to dodge like you.
No. One of the
Weird.
coolest ones is, I mean, well, you plan on playing this game, so I'll just never mind. But some of these,
I'm playing it.
huh?
I do plan on playing it. Yes.
Hell
Yeah. Some of these pets are pretty fucking cool. They all have different abilities and shit. I'm like,
There's a lot of them too.
There's a lot. I don't have all of them.
You can have summon a pack of
Oh, shit.
wolves. You can summon like 5 little zombie dudes. You can summon, yeah. Oh, there's a lot. There's actually a crazy amount
Specific
of them.
knights or different warriors. Like I said, I like the bleed build. My pet helps. Pet summons whatever he does.
I don't know what else to call it.
damage.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to change
Yeah,
the lingo
you're
on
good,
it.
You're good. You're good. It's the same fucking thing.
I know, yeah, we're kind of going in depth. This is its own thing. And when you summon like an actual NPC in front of a boss door, you won't be, I don't think you can. Oh, wait, I think you can summon. If you summon an NPC, you can summon still with the bell. But if you summon another player, it does not let you summon
can't.
anything with the bell anymore.
Mhm.
Can you
So, yeah,
break
I would
the
have to-
system and summon those first and then the player?
No, because it would be
No.
before the boss door. And usually when the icon would pop up for you being able to summon would be after you pass the boss door.
You won't be able to.
Oh,
summon
gotcha.
it before the
Yeah, I
boss
see what
door,
you're saying.
So yeah, those few bosses I would have to summon actual players for. Malekith, Millennia, and the final boss. I always summon people to help me because I can't do it on my own, and I'm not going to sit there.
Mog.
I'm
Derek
not
could
going to
have.
sit there.
Honestly, Derek
and-
could have. It just is a time sink to.
Yeah, for people that watched Kai Cenat, like he sat there for how many deaths? That would be me.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking do that. I'm glad he did. I'm glad Adam sat there and fought Millennia as many times as he did to kill her on his own. There are plenty of people that did all this shit solo, and I'm super happy for all of them. I don't want to sit there fighting the same boss 8,000 goddamn times. I'll try it. I'll try it a few times. I'll get stubborn and try it maybe 10 times max. At that point, fuck it. Bring on the summons. If someone can help me fucking kill this thing, then help me kill it. I ain't
I'm
fucking.
telling you right now, when I go through the game, I ain't summoning.
You're not summoning?
Not summoning. Okay. Fair
Good
enough.
for you. That's awesome.
I didn't realize that was a thing because again, when we played Dark Souls together, I didn't summon for any of that. I made sure
Right.
like
I
I
didn't
wasn't gonna do
summon
that.
for any
When
Dark
we
Souls.
fucking beat Ornstein and Smo, I was
Also
the
low.
first person to fucking beat Smo before Ornstein and then fucking win. I think everyone else was like, no, I gotta beat Ornstein first, or maybe it was vice versa.
I don't remember.
No, I think it was
Right.
vice versa. I killed Ornstein first. Everyone's like, Smo is so much slower. And I'm like, yeah, so I just let Ornstein come to me. Yeah, I'm not fucking doing the whole summon shit. Just going to get through it. And apparently I have to avoid doing the bleed build since everyone does bleed.
It is very popular.
It's a very popular one. I enjoy bleed. I think it's fun
Actually,
because I
it's
like the
bleed,
samurai swords.
bleed, and strength are probably some of the most popular ones that people go for.
The berserk build is
The berserk build, yeah, it's actually more
redundant.
specifically the berserk build. Getting the giant, what is it?
I don't remember.
It's not the word giant. It's not the I can't think of the word exactly, but it's
Some
another
great
word
sword.
for something great sword. I'm losing my mind on that one, but yeah, it looks like Guts sword from Berserk, and everyone rolls that. Not everyone,
And
but
they
a lot
all
of
make
people.
their character look like berserk. There's so many
And they'll
times
name
when I'm
them
trying to-
Guts.
What is Berserk? Is that anime?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's a
okay.
manga. Yeah, it's a very popular manga. The creator for it, he passed away, and it's like the manga's Bible.
Yeah.
You should see the volumes of this thing. This thing's massive. There's
It's
so many
huge.
volumes. Very, very dark.
Is it
Like-
still going on?
I think so.
Like
I think
after
his
he
best.
died?
I think his best friend's
His-
carrying on his work right now.
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, they at first they announced they were going to wrap it up and just leave it how it ended, even though it didn't technically end. And I think they announced that, hey, actually, before he did die, his best friend had his blessing to continue his work, so he's going to do that.
Mhm.
But yeah, they have like movies, and man, those movies are super dark. You guys should watch them. They're brutal.
Yeah. So yeah, people even make their characters. They like create them to look like Guts.
Yeah, Guts is the main character of Berserk. So there's a lot of Guts people out there. I named my first character on Elden Ring on the Xbox. So I named him Aaron Yeager. Try to make him look like Aaron Yeager.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, so Elden Ring, it's going to be interesting, especially when it comes out next week. I think the 22nd. Yeah, and literally next week.
Elden Ring.
It's
Yeah, I'm
gonna
excited
go
for the
so
DLC.
insanely hard. I'm so super stoked for it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to not have to fucking summon people and just do this shit on my own. We'll see how that goes. I just don't have the patience to sit there for forever doing it.
Really quick though, I did want to talk about with the trailers we've seen so far. I don't think there was any bell summons shown. It period. So
Or
either
they're in the original trailer for Elden Ring.
that's a good question. I should have looked at that.
I would just assume that that's a thing. Yeah.
What
I
if they
would've
take?
assumed
I was
it
I
was
was
a thing.
curious. Like, what if they take that out for this DLC area?
I
That
don't
would be
think so, because why?
hilarious.
That would, for all the people that rely like me on their fucking ashes that they summon, they just
Right.
take it out of the game. Like, what the fuck, man?
Hey,
You're on
that-
your own.
That
kid.
produces a lot more longevity for the game.
Technically, right?
Forces people into those 1,000 deaths as opposed to 500.
I
I've hit
can't
my
wait.
1,000 deaths.
I
already
can't wait
know
to
it,
get the
man.
hand-to-hand combat that they showed. I just wanna
That's all
go-
the clips that I keep seeing is the hand-to-hand combat. That's
I'm
going to
so
be the new
geeked
fighting
for it. It
style.
looks so
Everyone's so
cool.
excited about
I'm
that.
gonna take that and go back to Millennia, and I'm like, fucking bitch. Oh, it's
Yeah, I
gonna be so
have
great.
on the game that I have right now. I have all the major bosses beat.
Yeah, I made sure I wrapped up
Money,
everything on my end
yeah,
too.
everything's wrapped up. I just need to.
Even Moog?
Oh yeah.
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 Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
every time I've beaten Moog, I've beaten him
Didn't
without.
you
stopping.
not beat the game then? Because if you beat the game, it resets and you'll have to beat Moog
It
again.
asks you if you want to reset,
You don't have to
Oh.
reset.
Yeah.
You could just
It's
keep
a-
running around the world with the
fight
game.
different bosses in different areas. It's very
Mhm.
open world, so you
Do
can
the bosses respawn or are you just like killing every boss?
every boss. Yeah.
Every
they
boss,
don't
yeah,
respawn.
they don't respawn. I still have the fucking Placidusex dragon to beat. I can't fucking kill that thing.
Oh yeah,
And you can't summon anyone for that, even if I fucking wanted to. So
Got him.
yeah.
Yeah,
that
I'm
one is
struggling
my
with it.
favorite scenery, at least. The scenery
The
for that
map
boss
or
fight
the
is
area
beautiful.
for that fight is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh man.
Yeah, at least it's
Everything
beautiful
looks
while
great.
you're getting your ass
Yeah.
kicked.
Right.
100%. But I try. It's dumb to get to, first of all, and
It
then you
is really
finally
weird.
get there, and I mean it doesn't take that long. It takes all of 40 seconds, but it's just annoying to have to keep on doing that
Yeah.
every time you die.
Bunch of
Oh
drops
yeah, because
down.
aren't there a lot of
Uh,
bosses that like you spawn right outside the thing and you can just walk right into it?
Yeah,
Like, they
actually,
changed
Elden
that?
Ring's been pretty awesome with that. Like,
Yeah,
compared to
I
any
remember
other
Adam telling me
Souls,
that.
like, yeah,
but
very
this one's
forgiving.
not like that. You gotta.
Yeah, this boss
go-
fight is classic.
It's not far away, but you got a little trek ahead of you.
You gotta run past a couple enemies. You gotta go
Oh,
down
yeah.
several fucking
Who
steps.
freaking
Not even
who?
steps, but yeah.
I also
Not
just saw a video
not a big
recently
deal,
where
but-
it was saying that Elden Ring is probably like the easiest of the Soul series.
Technically, yes,
That's
because
what people
of
say,
its
yeah.
open world. If you're struggling, all you would have to do is just go to a different area or
Yep.
just grind and just level up, and you will see.
Yeah, there's no area that's locked behind a boss. Like, I can't get to the next area because I can't beat this
Right.
boss. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, whereas in Dark Souls, when you get stuck on a rooftop and can't kill two
That's
gargoyles,
boo
you're kinda
fucking
fucked.
who. Yeah,
It really is.
that is true.
It's toxic, man. But hey, it
Stuck
makes a
there
man out of
forever.
you.
It
And
sure
I
does.
didn't summon on that shit.
The Souls-like games, they put some hair on your chest. For
That's
sure.
right.
Yeah.
At least I also heard in that same video that Bloodborne is like the hardest of the bunch.
I've always wanted to play it.
Ugh, it's such a fucking pain in the ass, man. I never
Yeah.
beat it. I gave up. I gave up on it.
Damn.
I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. I got stuck. I couldn't get past the part, and I was like, you know what?
Oh,
This game's not worth
motherfuckers.
it. I'm not having that great of a time with it. I'm just gonna fucking bail.
Put your hand there.
He did. I'm gonna pull it back.
Ooh, slowly. Look at that. You guys didn't know that was green screen, did you?
Stupid.
Yeah, no, that's a game I really hope they bring to Steam. Come on,
I'm surprised
PlayStation.
They haven't. It's taken a
Give me
long
that
time.
game.
Give me that game.
That
Yeah,
shit's
that one I'm
cool.
surprised they haven't brought to Steam as well, honestly.
For real. I mean, hey, we just got Kingdom Hearts, so who knows?
That was real exciting, actually. When you
Yeah.
posted it, and then I was like, holy shit, that's kind of a big deal.
I really want
Is
to
it
see
the
what-
trilogy? Is it 1 through 3?
Yeah, it's all. Not only is it that,
Is
It's
it all
the
the PSP ones too?
2.5,
Yeah,
3.5.
Yeah, whatever.
yeah. All
Dude,
that
they're
fun
free on
fucking shit.
PlayStation. I downloaded it to play Kingdom Hearts 3, and I played 20 minutes of it and said,
I don't like Kingdom Hearts
fucking
3.
care.
I just
Yeah,
talked
it was
to.
not-
I just had this conversation
turned
with
it
Sean.
off.
It kind of it goes to too many cutscenes. I remember I played it and I was like, when do I get to play cutscene? And then when you're
Dude, that's what
fighting,
I'm saying.
they build your special, and when in the other games you'd hit your special and it'd be like a really quick cutscene of like Goofy Donald jump with you, you hit a big blast, a bunch of enemies get hit. This time when you get your special, it's hit Goofy Donald. Oh whoa, we're in a train and we're doing this whole cutscene and it's like forever long. And I'm like, do I get to play this game or am I just pressing buttons occasionally? And the
Yeah.
combos didn't feel as fun as they were in 2. I don't know how they regressed, but they regressed.
Dude, I
and
turned
did
it
not
on.
like it.
I
turned
downloaded
it
it when I
off.
saw it was free, and I was like, "Oh, the girls might get a kick out of watching this because they love all these fucking characters." So I downloaded it and I hit start, and I don't know, 20 minutes went by, and I'm still watching fucking cutscenes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
just like you, when the fuck am I gonna play this game? And then finally got to play a little bit of it, did the little demo fighting thing, and then it was another 10 minutes of cutscenes, and I was like, I'm done. I don't fucking care anymore. I just deleted it.
And I was like, yeah, they have you walk and like you fight these enemies, you walk and then it's cutscene. And then they have, for some reason, after you're done with the cutscene, there was like a corridor with a corner. You walk, turn, and then it's just another cutscene. I'm like, what was the point of that? Why did you have me walk here? Just
No,
fucking
it's
flow
dumb.
me through to the next area if that's how you want to do it. I don't, man.
That's
That
funny.
was
I
such a
never
bummer.
played I never played 3, Kingdom Hearts 3. I
Right.
played 2 up until I got lost on the map, and then it said I watched Adam play it, and apparently I just missed the Pirates of the Caribbean island. Don't know
Oh.
how, but I ended up watching Adam beat the game from then out, and I was like, okay, I don't really need to play the game because I see how it plays out. But what you guys are describing are the reason why I didn't like NFL Street 3, because the Game Breaker just ended up being a full cinematic that put
Yeah.
you in the end zone at the end, and I was like,
yeah, that's just
what
so
the hell?
dumb.
That's not fun.
Oh,
like
really?
like
Yeah.
I don't even
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah,
Yep, I
yeah.
remember
It
that.
basically like it, or like it
It
would
gives you a
be
guarantee win, basically, right?
Yeah, it would put you like maybe at the 5-yard line when it was done and over with. Like you would hop through all the players and whatnot, and then you at the end of it you would be
I remember being bummed
scoring.
about that
Yeah,
too.
and I was like, what the hell? Like I want to be able to run around and disrespect people, jump off of them. Like that was
Right.
the whole point of it. So I think it's
Yeah.
funny. That kind of
Nothing
just
beat
goes
NFL
into our
Street
thing
2.
about like PS2
Right.
being the golden age. Like ever since then, thing has just been
I
regressing.
mean, fuck
man.
it, that's one of the talking points. We could just
No,
talk
I
about
know.
that
Like
right
that's
now.
like the
We
great
We could just
segue
bring it up
into
right
it.
now. Yeah,
That's
perfect.
what I'm
Nothing
saying.
beat the
Literally.
PlayStation 2 era.
I don't know what it is about the PlayStation 2. I mean, I guess I do because it's just at that point in time, games were popping, but they weren't like
It
as
wasn't people weren't making
commercialized.
people were
Right.
making careers out of it. It was literally all about like
Passion
just being
projects.
immersive. Yeah, like being immersive and like giving the people what you put what you on paper. You weren't trying to make a fucking $1 million off of it. You were just like, hey, this is gonna be a great fucking product and people need to do this.
Right.
Yeah.
It was an age where people could take risks. The games that just came out, it just blows my mind. There's so many different things that attach, like Drakengard. This is actually what I wanted to talk to you guys and tell you about. So Drakengard, I jumped in to play that game. Me and Derek played the shit out of that. Not only is that game like a pretty decent length, it has like I think 5 different endings,
5 or 6 different endings.
and
yes.
it's
For
so
a
like
PS2 game, that's
yeah, for
wild.
PlayStation 2, and it's
Yeah.
upgrading your weapons, your dragon, and it was like so cool to go through all this stuff. And
You
it's
have so many different weapons to choose from.
and the story gets so dark and twisted in some endings it gets really dark and twisted.
Mm-hmm.
And so Derek, I was telling you earlier, but so I looked into Drakengard and I was like, I thought there was more than just 3 games, but apparently there's only 3 games. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And the last game I think was like 2013. And I was like, wow, I could have
10
swore
years
they
ago.
did something more recent. And they
Mhm.
did. There's a game that is actually kind of still like is successful and has like a big following that is a spin-off of the first Drakengard game. And I don't know if you know the Nier games, Nier Automata and all that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I know those games, the JRPGs.
You must have seen at least the main character chick. She's got the white hair, she's got the blindfold, and everyone's like, "Oh, look at her butt."
Maybe if I saw it.
Oh,
yeah.
man,
The JRPGs, right, Adam?
I don't think they're JRPGs, or maybe they are.
sure?
Might be categorized into that.
We're all looking it up right
Genres:
now.
action, role-playing game, fighting game, shooter game, adventure game, blah blah blah. So,
Shooter.
That's crazy. I literally always thought this was a JRPG.
see right here, Derek. This game.
Oh, okay.
This
the
is
fuck
a
is that?
spin-off. This is a spin-off of Drakengard.
Really?
Can you believe that? That blew my mind. I know
That's
Russell
crazy.
played.
And this whole
Russell
time I
played
thought
this
this was a
game.
JRPG. I remember seeing this all the time when I was at GameStop.
All right, here. Technically,
Huh.
it's this is the one. But yeah, Russell played the crap out of this game.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
really gave it high praise, and I was like, didn't
That's
know this was a
crazy.
spin-off of Drakengard. And it's it's only a spin-off of one of the endings out of Drakengard.
Really? That's so
Yeah.
weird.
And I don't know if you remember the ending. I had to look it up. It's the ending where like the main big bad is a giant woman who falls through like a portal and you end up in Tokyo, modern day Tokyo, Japan. And you're flying.
We never got that ending.
Maybe we never did. Okay. I was gonna say
No, the
that's
fuck we
must have
didn't.
been
I
maybe
don't
we
know.
didn't.
I don't
But
know
that's the ending is a giant like statuesque looking woman falls through a portal and you end up in modern day Japan, Tokyo. And you have to fight her while flying, and you're in the middle of a bunch of skyscrapers and you're fighting her. And after
Wait,
you
no, I remember fighting a giant. That was in Tokyo?
I guess so, right? And it's
I
like
remember fighting a giant. I don't remember
the
like,
ending is
flying
so
around and
fucked.
shit.
I don't know why they
Okay.
wanted to do a spin-off of it from this ending, because in this
Yeah.
ending, after you defeat her, she crumbles into like this big dust and like topples on top of a bunch of buildings and whatnot because she was giant. And
Okay.
after you beat her, you're flying with your dragon, and 2 fighter jets come flying and just missile launch you. You're dead. It's boom. Your character's dead.
I don't
The
remember that.
the dragon falls dead onto the ground, and the only reason it's a spinoff is because the giant evil boss you were fighting, when she died, released a crazy chemical that started the fucking Nier saga. And I was like, that is crazy that's what they went with, but fucking hell,
like
it made
I
me
don't
want
like
to play both those
Just
games.
renew Drakengard, man. Just make a new one. The fuck? That's
Nah, I respect it though. Like, why not?
remaster it. I mean, sure. Just like we talked about. Stop
Have you
remastering
played
games
Nier
that
Automata
came
since
out.
then?
I
I've
haven't.
never
Oh,
played
okay.
those.
I never
Like we
played them, and
talked
now
about
I want to
before.
play them because I'm like, hell, this is fucking interesting.
Stop remastering games that have come out in the past 10 years. Go further
Absolutely.
back.
Go into the PlayStation
Hey,
2 era.
they took the right step with Snake Eater.
Absolutely.
Right,
That's the
right.
perfect. That's chef's kiss right there. Because I can't tell you how excited I am to replay that one.
Absolutely. Actually, if they dug into the PlayStation 2 era of gaming and just started remastering those games, that's your money. That's money right there.
Dude,
That's printing cash. There's so many bangers. Literally, if they remade PsyOps, I would be all over that bitch.
I was telling Haley about that game, and she was like, "That's cool." And I was like, "Yeah."
Just give me Def Jam. That's
Def
what
Jam.
I want.
Def
like,
Jam. Street
updated
2?
graphics on Def Jam.
Give us another
So
Street
good.
game, or remaster the old one with the original.
You know what?
characters
You
they
know
had,
what?
or the players they had.
I just played a PlayStation 2 the other day.
Yeah.
Because one of the teachers at the building I work at, she put out an email saying she's if you want to come play it and have some fun, come on up to this room. I have we're letting the kids play it on the last couple days of school, and I went and played Guitar Hero 2 and Guitar Hero 3.
How'd you fare?
It wasn't great at first.
Oh, it's not like
Were you
riding a
at least
bike.
able to be on hard mode?
I failed a song on expert. I'm not jumping back to hard. I'm gonna force myself to be expert. But
There you go.
I beat some expert songs. She has all the high scores and everything. I went to Guitar Hero 2 and I was like trying to like get used to playing everything again.
On expert, she does.
Yeah, like not in
her.
every single song, but every song
Right.
that she has played, she has the higher ones, you know. So every time I finished the song, I was like, I wonder how I fared against her high score. Second place.
Damn.
I went and played fucking Thunder Horse on Guitar Hero 2 because she had that unlocked, and I was like, I gotta play this. And I dogged the shit out of her high score, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, we're back in it."
Sick.
I switched back to PlayStation, or what? Not PlayStation. I switched back to Guitar Hero 3. Went to Cliffs of Dover. That's a pain in the ass song. Beat her score on that one, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" And then I went to Cult of Personality, which was one of my favorite songs to play.
Personality. That's the best one.
That's the best one. I don't know how the fuck I used to play that song, dude.
Really?
Failed every time. Every time I felt like I was back into it,
loved it.
Couldn't beat it on.
I haven't played it in so long, but it's so good.
Every time I get to the second solo, every time. Couldn't fucking beat it. Even with the star power, the solo's too long. I run out of star power and I end up failing. And I'm like, how did I ever do this? And I know I 5-starred it before, but I couldn't even beat it. She's got it on 5 stars. I was like, well, she's fucking better than me, man. I can't.
Damn.
She has this, though. She plays it all the time. I haven't played it in fucking 12 years, but
for those who don't know, Derek was a 5-time Guitar Hero champion.
I just had a lot of fun playing that game. That was such a fun fucking game.
Derek just messaged me and he was like, I hope Adam doesn't bring up my 5-time championship.
I see
that. Never. But that was so fun. It was cool to like play the PlayStation though. Like she had the slim one with the
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I never owned one of those. I only owned the Fat Boys.
Only the Fat Boys, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where
Fat Boys were solid, man. They never burnt out on me. Like I never had an issue.
We still have one that works. I was playing Tony Hawk Underground not too long ago.
Yep. I have 3 of them. I'm pretty sure they all work. I just need to like get like wires and stuff because I don't have the AV cords for it anymore. But I'm pretty sure I have the power cord.
I think if we were all to rank the top system of ever, it would have to be PlayStation 2, right?
Oh, absolutely.
We all unanimously agree on that.
I'm an Xbox fucking buff, but PS2 was the pinnacle. The
It,
pinnacle of
it
gaming.
wasn't
Like,
fair
that's
to Xbox.
that's
Xbox
why I'm
was
interested
brand
in
new.
gaming now.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Xbox was brand new when PS2 came out, so PS2 had time to make all the great shit. But like
Yeah.
Tony
I
Hawk
was too
Underground
young
1,
for PlayStation 1, but
fantastic.
fucking PS2. And
PS2
honestly,
had
as
everything.
a system was flawless. As a system, it was flawless.
Yeah, absolutely.
At that time, like they brought out the DVD player on it. Like
That's
that was
right.
basically the fucking Netflix of today kind of thing. When the first
Mhm.
Xbox One had Netflix on it, like, oh, that was sick. I guess
Right.
not Xbox
Yeah.
One, but Xbox 360. It's just
Right.
you know what I mean.
It was a breakthrough, and it absolutely
Yes.
was. That's
Yes.
It is crazy.
Playing Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man, dude. Yeah, like you said, Tony Hawk's Underground, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 and Tony Hawk Underground gave you like that first taste of what open world could be. And we were like,
Right, and
ooh,
it
nom
was
nom 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 nom.
perfect.
Give me all this.
It was so good. I
Eating it up.
just saw a trailer for like they were having those throwback trailers on one Instagram page, and it was for American Wasteland. And their
Oh,
big
man.
thing about that game, and I forgot about it, was in the trailer, it's Tony Hawk skating, and he goes to like one area and he hits this invisible wall, and he looks up and it says loading, and he's like, "Oh, we got to get rid of this." And they're like, "No more loading screens in American Wasteland because you can go to like area to area and there's no loading." And I was like, we all thought that was massive, and it was so dope, and it was.
Suck it, Starfield.
Dude, that's
American
also
Wasteland
why
doesn't get the credit it deserves.
Yes.
That game was great.
Yes.
That game was a lot of fun. Hell yeah.
Like, chef's kiss, the entire fucking console, everything about it was, again, even going back to fucking Tenkaichi, when they brought that shit into what felt like open world and being able to like move around the entire thing instead of being restricted to just 2D, I was like, holy shit, this is what Dragon Ball Z is supposed to feel like. I should be able to fly wherever I want, kind of thing.
And
obviously you had your limitations,
console.
but still.
Right.
You went from Budokai to all three Tenkaichis, right?
Yes.
All on the PS2.
Three Tenkaichis, 3 fucking Budokais. Yes.
No DLCs.
No DLCs. And there was 150 characters. You just had to play the game to unlock them.
Oh,
have fun.
So good.
We were spoiled.
So
man.
spoiled. Oh my god. We didn't know what we had.
Man.
Devil May Cry.
Like I said,
God
we
of
thought it
War
was
1 and
the Devil
2.
May Cry series was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I loved 1, 2, and 3. That was one that I got into heavily as a kid.
Man. Study that generation, everybody. Damn.
Yeah. One of my favorite I don't even know if we've talked about it on this podcast. Maybe we talked about it recently in a chat somewhere else. But one of my favorite PlayStation 2 stories doesn't even involve me. It's Todd with no memory card and Enter the Matrix.
Yeah, that was the first fucking game I ever owned on that shit.
Actually, let me tell you something. I said Souls games put hair on your chest. Nah. Playing PlayStation without a memory card.
Without a memory card.
Yes.
How long did your PlayStation run nonstop?
At least a week. At least a week. Because it took me
resilient those
it
things
took
were.
me like 2 days to realize what the fuck was going on. Because it was gifted to me by a friend of the family. Because my mom that was her big thing. I'm never gonna buy consoles. I don't buy that. Blah blah blah. I don't know why. She was a shill about that stuff. But a friend of the family knew I was into gaming. He got me the PlayStation. And I was like, sick. I have the console, but have no games to play. So we went to fucking Family Video in. Sorry. You got to cut that out. My bad. Yeah, I keep doing that. I can't. We went to. Adam looks at his door. Oh, shit, they're here. Oh my god. Anyways, yes, I went to fucking beep boop beep and beep boop beep. And I got Enter the Matrix, and that was the only game that I could like afford to get at that time was one game. So we started playing it, went to it the next day, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Why is it the beginning again? I definitely got further than this. Went to it the next day. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? And then I like probably as a kid started actually reading what was going on, and it said no memory card, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? So I just caught on, and then I left my PlayStation on one night, just paused, went back to it the next day, and I was like, okay, I'm still in the same spot. And all I did, it was in the basement, so my mom never came across it. I just turned off all the lights, turned off the TV, ran upstairs, and it took me like about a week, I remember, to beat Enter the Matrix.
Man.
That's
That
And
game
it
was
was great.
cool too.
It
For
was
like
so
oh,
that
fun.
game
man.
was cool. That
So
game was
fun.
Talk
cool.
about fun mechanics they just were able to add
Yes,
back in the day. that
yes,
just blew
being
your
able
mind.
to like slow down time,
Yeah.
jump and shoot. I was like, yes, this
You
is
didn't
like
get that in any other
everything
game.
I want as a
Right.
child playing a video game.
Yeah, man. And then the other one that Adam and I played the fuck out of was Mortal Kombat Deception.
Yeah.
That
Dude,
game was
wait.
great.
Was that the one where you could create characters?
No, that was
No, that was Armageddon.
That was
yeah,
our
yeah.
That was
Well,
Armageddon.
but with this one, you played a character that was his own character,
That's
and you
true.
went in the
Yes.
story, and you learned different fighting styles.
I,
Like you
I
have
love
kind of like the open
running
world.
and the open
Yeah,
world running.
You go hit, you go hit a random dude, and he's like, "I'm not the enemy, Shao Kahn is."
Got it.
And Adam
We
and I
still
sit
say
there
that to
listening
this
each
day.
other, all we still say it.
I'm not the enemy.
Oh.
Shao- Amanda will be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I'm like, "This is from Mortal Kombat game." That was such a cool system. They don't even bring that back in the newer Mortal
I
Kombat
know,
games, to my
man.
knowledge. I don't think they do.
I don't
Like just
think so,
that
not
being able
open
to like
world, not
the
like
way you were
that.
able to go about that. Yeah. Oh man, it was so cool.
Yeah, that game was so fun.
Man, this is disrespectful. Man, that's
It
making me
is.
mad
It
now.
is.
PlayStation.
I'm
Remember
telling
having
you,
the-
and then
the-
we
the
went
big book
from
that we just opened up
that
and
Mortal
all these
Kombat
PS2
and
games.
Armageddon. I think it was like a jump from that to being Mortal Kombat in DC in
Right.
in the Xbox.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness, this was
Yeah.
leaps and bounds backwards because it was it literally it was PG-13 or whatever the
Yeah,
equivalent
oh
of
my
that was. That was
God.
T for T. Yeah. Oh my god!
they-
Like
They changed the
Terrible.
fatality to brutality.
brutalities. Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
Disrespectful. What do
It was
Champions of
disrespectful.
Norath? EverQuest Champions,
Champions
of
of
Norath?
Norath.
Derek and I
Yes.
literally broke that disc. How many times we would take it in and out and play that
It
game
was
over and over
so
again.
funny because we watched it slowly happen worse and worse. We'd go into an area and like, have you ever played Champions of Norath, Todd?
It's
Not
it's
to
Diablo,
that extent.
basically a Diablo.
So, yeah, it was like a Diablo like, but for EverQuest.
Okay.
And we'd play the fuck out of this game, and we'd go into like a cave, and all of a sudden one time we'd go into that cave the next day, and the ground underneath us is all black, but like we could still move around, but like you can't see walls, so you have to guess the map to like go around how it is.
What
but you
the
can't see it because
hell?
it's blacked out.
Our disc
And
was
then
getting so fun.
It was getting so bad. Like every time you go back to like that cave or a new area, there's more of the area blacked out, and we're like trying to have it memorized to where we gotta go. And then you'd still see the enemies showing up, but you just can't see the walls or like the boxes that you need to fucking bust open. And we were just like,
We're like,
"Oh,
Mom,
whatever."
Mom, our game's broken. And then she'd put like the alcohol wipes on
Yep,
it. And when she
yep.
first did that, it
Dude,
worked so good. And we were like,
toothpaste
dude,
Yeah, the toothpaste too, trying to get all the
Jesus just turned
scratches out.
water into wine right here.
Yes. I remember that would be a whole thing. I'd have to beg my mom to bring me to, again, going back to our small town, Game Crazy,
Game
which was
Crazy.
connected
Where
to
they
Oh
clean the
my
yes.
God.
I was like,
forgot
Mom,
about
please,
that.
please, my disc isn't working. Take me to Game Crazy. And I lived on the north side, and Game Crazy was on the south side, which was quite literally a 10, 15-minute drive, but it felt like it was light years away. So she was
Yeah.
like, no, I don't know if we'll be able to make it to, oh my, I can't, I remember doing that. I also remember bringing Tenkaichi to your house for the first time. I was like, yo, there's this game out that I really want to get, Mom. Can I please? It's going to be so good. And then we went there, and at the time, new games were $40, and they rang it up, and it was $40. And my mom looked at me, and I was like, and she still ended up getting it for me. But she was like,
W.
oh, you owe me chores, blah, 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 and all that. So I was like, thank you so much, Mom. I love you. And then I came over, and I was like, Adam, look what I got. And it was like a fucking holy grail.
The Holy
man.
Grail. Absolutely.
Holy shit.
Oh,
It
man.
was great.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Man,
Yeah,
that's
Game
something-
Crazy. It was great. That's another
That was a
thing
good
that
time.
is just
Playing at
a
Hollywood.
lost art. Like I said this way back in the day as it started dying because I worked at GameStop, but just going to a video game store and that actual fun of like not knowing what the fuck's going on because you didn't have the internet. You didn't know what was good. You had to get an actual Game Informer of doing all this stuff.
Right.
Like that was a crazy time. Midnight releases were a whole fucking event that you had to prepare for, kind of thing. And nowadays it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill in my house, wait for it to download at 10 p.m. because they're releasing it 2 hours early, and I paid $30 more, so I'm actually getting it 3 days early. Like all that shit. Oh, it's so annoying.
And the other thing is the split screen and being able to play, couch co-op stuff.
Yes. I was just talking about a similar thing like that with my coworkers, just how our generation of like our age, we're the last group of people in the world that know life before the internet. Like, no one else has, and that's what I said. I was like, what's going to be the next breakthrough that's going to be the internet for them? And they're like, oh, it's going to be AI. And I'm like, yeah, but not really, because we're experiencing that just as much as they are. Like,
right.
That's a 30-year gap, and it's not going to, I mean, it is going to be revolutionary. AI is going to be insane 20, 30 years from now, but I just don't think it's going to have the same impact as like quite literally the internet. Like the internet is the biggest thing that is now paying people's bills doing shit like that. So bruh, we had it so good back then. So good.
You know what else I really liked about the PS2 was I was a young boy at that age, and we had an older brother that had inappropriate games, and I'd go through his game disc, and he had a video game called The Guy Game, which was it was Girls Gone Wild, but a video game of it where it wasn't like video game characters, it was real girls, but you had to answer trivia questions, and the more you got right, the more uncensored the Girls Gone Wild clips were. And I had to like memorize, because I didn't know these fucking questions because I was a child, but I'm like trying to memorize all the answers so I can get these uncensored clips. Oh my god.
You know what's actually hilarious is I'm pretty sure I have his copy of that game.
Fuck out of here.
I have those. I still have my like
frame that
CD binder.
Oh,
you really?
Yes, yes.
Definitely
he gave them out. He's like, oh, I'm never gonna play these again. I was like, sure, I'll fucking take them. And I don't know exactly where that binder is. It's in one of my totes somewhere, but I have a lot of stuff that just says his name on it, like because he was in the military, obviously.
Right. Yeah. You should just frame that and just be like, dude, just hear me out. It's literal art.
Yes, yes. I honestly should look into like putting all those discs in, because I have all of those PS2 games like Dragon Ball, Def Jam, all that.
Oh man.
And the other adult one was
Leisure Shoot
Larry.
Leisure Shoot Larry, yes. Yes.
See, Nick had both of them motherfucking games.
What I do like though was when I first got a PC, getting into Steam, because they put all those adult games on there too, kind of gave me reminiscence of like the olden days when they just PlayStation 2 didn't care, man. Make a game, put it out there.
Teenagers like just in the basement going crazy.
PS2, man, greatest fucking gaming time ever.
Yes.
Yeah, dude,
so
that's fucking sad. It's sad. It's so beautiful. So crazy how impactful it was, and it's so crazy to even though the Harry Potter games, they were corny as fuck, but it was fun.
They were the fucking, you had to trace the thing to do
sneaking in the library and shit. Oh my god. You know what game I totally forgot to bring up that was goated as hell? Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god, the Two Towers?
Right.
Two Towers, Return of the King was super good too.
Yeah.
Or was it Return of the King, or was it called something else? I don't remember.
But
the Two Towers was the shit. We played. You know what's crazy about that game too is that it's one player.
Right.
It's one of those Mandela effects where I could have sworn we played split screen, but apparently we just passed the controller back.
But I think the third game was co-op, right?
The third game was co-op.
I think that's maybe where the confusion is, but
probably. But we played the fuck out of two, because I remember playing Helm's Deep all the time, kicking the ladders down.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And like you had to, I don't know if you had to beat the game or get Aragorn to a certain level where you were able to play the skin as Isildur.
Oh yeah,
that was fucking dope.
getting your
That
weapons to
game was the
mithril
shit,
level.
man. Oh my god, that
Mithril
game.
arrows with Legolas.
Yeah,
Oh my
dude,
god.
that game was so sick. We never fucking gave a shit about Gimli. It was always Aragorn and Legolas for
Poor
us. Those are
Gimli.
the two characters.
Yeah, that's true.
What did
Yeah,
I
we
say?
always. What's up?
No, we didn't really play Gimli too much.
Yeah. I said poor Gimli.
Oh, poor. I think said or Gimli.
No.
Poor Gimli. No, for sure. Well, I was the sword.
Well, you were always Aragorn, and I was always
Yeah,
Legolas. Yeah.
and you love Legolas. Yeah, so yeah, Gimli. Sorry, buddy. Even in the third one, I think you played Gandalf. We didn't really fuck with Gandalf too much. I think
No, we didn't.
It was still Aragorn and Legolas
Yeah.
for us for the most part. Those
yeah.
games
That's how
were
it was
the
for me and
shit,
Cameron. He
man.
was always Aragorn. I was always Legolas.
Hell yeah.
Right,
I also
exactly.
do remember them being split screen. That's kind of crazy. You just blew
Right?
my mind with that.
Yeah, no. Fucking, it was Nathan and Dylan when we were living all in that house. He mentioned it. He was like, "Oh no, me and Dylan passed the controller back and forth. It wasn't split screen." And I was like, "You're on crack. You're wrong. It was split screen." Adam and I played it all the time, and he was like, "No, it's a single player game." And we looked it up, and I had the full confidence that I was gonna shit on Princess Natalia, and I was wrong. It fucking made me so upset. I was like, I can't believe this game is one player, dude. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
I feel like I have vivid memories of Cameron and I playing that game together.
Right.
Like the
Same.
Two Towers
It's
was
just
crazy.
the third one, but Two Towers.
I remember passing back and forth the controller for the Third Age, but that was
Right.
the turn-based game. Like that was a completely
2
different.
discs.
Yeah. Oh my! Another banger of a game. Like that is. The
I never
game
beat
that
it.
Got me
I got like
into,
halfway in.
Really?
I never ended up beating it.
That
It
is
was fun,
another
though.
game that got me into turn-based games and like actually being RPGs and like different items giving you boosts like rings
Right.
and all that stuff. That was great because I was too young to like really understand Final Fantasy. I played the shit out of it. I don't think I ever beat Final Fantasy VII, but I enjoyed what I did play as a kid.
Right on.
You know what really upsets me, Adam, about you?
What's up?
Is once upon a time you used to know what was good in a video game. I remember we rented a game. And we thought it was going to be so cool because it was called Dragon Quest 64.
Yeah.
And we were like, wow, this is going to be so cool. And we fucking rented it. And we get home and we plug it in. We put it in the N64. We start to play it. And then there's about to be a battle that starts. And it's turn-based. And I think as soon as we saw that it was turn-based, we were like, what the fuck is this? And we turned it off and never played it again. That was the last time you were real about these games being ass. I don't know.
You know what?
The fuck
I
happened
also
here.
have that memory, and I go, "Damn, I really should have gave that game a second
Yeah,
chance."
you're
It haunts
sitting on
me
your
as I
shit
should. Yeah, because
You're probably like, oh, that game was probably really cool.
it
taking
probably
turns."
was. I mean, Dragon
No.
Quest games are still being made. It probably is fantastic. I hold that as a regret in my life that I never continued on and played it. It's funny that you brought that up.
That's so
But then
funny.
we have games like Pokemon Stadium that we had. I think Pokemon's what
Okay.
truly got me into tournaments.
Pokemon is the only exception. And like, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I play all the fucking games. I don't. I don't play any of them. The last Pokemon game like that I played seriously was like Yellow or Red. And I didn't even beat any of those fucking games. I didn't get very far in them because they're super fucking repetitive. I didn't care about leveling up my Pokemon.
I gave myself carpal tunnel on one of them when I got the emulator of Emerald.
See, I don't fuck with that. The only one that I liked that was turn-based, that was only ever fun to me, was Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium is the greatest turn-based video game ever created. It takes a shit all over Baldur's Gate. I'm just kidding. But no, Pokemon Stadium was so fun, dude. Pokemon Stadium was the shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Those mini games alone were just something.
The mini games were so fun.
Yo!
What is that show was hilarious.
The Lickitungs, the eating
the Lickitungs, yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So good.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I hate having to reminisce
game.
about this golden era of PlayStation 2 just because it's so sad that was such a crazy pinnacle, and I don't know if we'll ever get back to like.
We won't.
Yeah, I think there's too much greed in DLCs and stuff. But that's another reason why I do love Baldur's Gate 3. It was cut and dry. Here's everything in the game. You want to unlock that, you're going to have to figure out how. There's no DLC to this game. There's nothing like no additional content. They've said that's it. That's all there is to it. not that I'm gonna bash any DLC, especially like there are DLC out there that are actually genuinely really good. Look at Elden Ring. I'm sure this is gonna be fantastic. It's a really cool
You
addition.
don't know that it might suck.
Yeah, I highly doubt it, but there is obviously, we'll say there's a possibility, but I think that possibility is probably like a 5% chance,
Yeah.
maybe even less than that. But anyway, there's times when it's done right. Obviously, more than half the times it's done out of greed and just it was nice to just have games where everything's there.
I'm sorry it took so long. I just wanted it to be worth it. So found the old PS2, the actual old
Yeah,
one,
mine's right
because
behind me. Yeah.
it doesn't have the fucking back because
Oh,
that's where I
shit.
used to put the stash in. We had to
Yeah.
use it for the stash.
Right.
And then I found both fucking binders.
Oh my god.
So you can definitely see what's going on there. First game on there.
Let's shout out some of the beautiful titles.
Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Metal Gear Solid. I played an absurd amount of this game.
Yeah, I never got into that.
Jump right into it. Leisure
Larry, there it
Leisure
is.
Shoot,
Yeah,
yeah.
Larry, oh my
Larry.
god.
Fucking Spider-Man
crazy.
2, the fucking blurs ass right now.
Dude, the old Maddens were so
Spider-Man
fucking
2
good,
is so
dude.
beautiful.
This is a demo disc.
Yep.
Forgot about
With
the
that. Yep.
Yep. Enter the Matrix, the fucking
There you go.
Hey.
probably literally the first game I ever had. That's got Nick's name on it. I don't know if you guys ever played this.
Oh, all of Nick's
Game?
games have his name on it.
Did you ever play this
Winter.
game?
No.
No.
Dude, holy shit. This was an underground game that nobody played. It was a war game about cold winter, and it was like, again, revolutionary. You walked up to a gate, you could shoot the lock off the gate to get into it. It was little things like that that no other games were doing. Oh my god, it was great. Budokai 2, Oni. I don't know if you ever played this game.
I remember
Banger
hearing
of a
about
game.
it. I never
You know
played
what
it.
other game is dope that you might have in there?
What's that?
Manhunt.
Oh man,
I think I have Manhunt
It's a
and
Rockstar
Manhunt
game, too.
in here.
Yeah,
Devil May
Manhunt
Cry,
was so
May
good.
BDR, Madden,
Manhunt was
Triple
such a
Play,
fucking brutal game.
another demo disc that's all camouflage.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I got a
SmackDown
pistol
versus
there,
Raw, banger.
Super great. Oh, is that Donovan McNabb?
Slugfest.
Donovan McNabb.
Yeah, it is. 06.
Yeah.
06.
Crazy.
Yes, sir. State of Emergency, True Crime. Oh my god,
Oh,
these
True
games
Crime
were
was
so
good.
good. That was, oh my god, I'm forgetting about these. There's the Guitar Hero.
Oh my god.
2005
Todd, yeah,
with
dude,
Ray Lewis. Time
Frame
Crisis.
all of these.
I
things
really
are
need
so-
to.
Yeah, this is
I
just
really
so
need
beautiful to
to.
even look at.
All the Maddens, going through more Maddens, some movies, The Bourne Identity, and oh wait, no, The Minority Report was actually a game. Rainbow Six, the first one, oh my, original NBA Street. Look at that, it's like
Oh my god.
beautiful. Dead to Rights, oh another
Oh, I forgot
banger.
about that game.
Dead to Rights and
Holy
Max
shit.
Payne. Holy shit! Yes, I was literally Max Payne's on the
Max
next
Payne,
page.
There we go.
The first Def Jam.
Damn, there's psyops
Damn.
right there.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's so good.
I'm
Is that
so
Sly
pumped
Cooper
that
up
I
there,
still
too?
have this. Say that again.
Is that Sly Cooper?
Yeah, Sly Cooper.
Nice.
And then this is when I had all my shit hacked from all the Xbox
What?
360.
No, I'm joking. Dude, man.
Let's see this one.
That's so beautiful that they're even there. It's so
Harry
cool.
Potter,
Ah,
Guitar Hero Encore, Casper. This is original PlayStation. Oh, this fucking Splinter Cell banger of a
man.
game.
You know what else was great? Fight
Unreal
Night Round
Tournament.
2. Unreal.
what'd you say, Dick?
Oh, there you go.
Fight Night Round 2.
Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
I don't like Underground 2.
Hey, man.
It was still good, but I wasn't.
Oh, the
Underground.
Mercenaries.
Damn, I didn't know that was PlayStation 2. I thought that
Holy
was.
shit.
I thought that was. Damn it, Adam.
And Spy Hunter. Dude. Derek.
2K
Urlacher.
with Urlacher. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fucking screen, man.
Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. The original Guitar Hero.
There it goes. Jesus. shouldn't be slouching so much. I
I
think that's
don't
what's
know
getting my
this game.
camera
Do you
off.
know that game?
Sphinx. I remember hearing about it, but
Okay. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time.
Yeah, classic.
you know what's sad? A lot of these games was before like EA and Ubisoft really tanked hard.
Yep. Need for Speed Most
Another
Wanted.
reason to love the PlayStation 2 era. It's actually when Ubisoft and EA weren't absolute scumbags.
Burnout, Twisted Metal.
Burnout was
Guitar
fun. Twisted
Hero.
Metal
Twisted Metal
Black.
Black.
Twisted
Oh
Metal
my God.
Black was the shit.
Jackass the game.
What the fuck? I didn't even know that
I don't
was a
even
game.
remember that.
I don't
You're gonna have
remember
to play
that at
that.
all.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Damn, I've got kind of a lot of bangers in here. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition.
Wow, I
Damn.
forgot about Midnight Club.
I have 2 copies of Madden, apparently.
One of them's probably mine. One of them's probably yours.
Probably Crazy Taxi, Madden 07. Yeah.
Man,
Absolute
that's so
classics right there.
Fuck yeah,
Like my
man.
house
That was
game.
such a pour one out for the PS2, man. What a classic.
For real.
It
Like I
was
said, I
so
don't
great.
think we'll ever get something as cherishable as that era.
No, we were.
And it's crazy because it's not
so
really
beyond
it's not
blessed.
even a hot take. Everyone in the
Yeah,
gaming community that's been playing games this long, they all kind of agree that the PS2 is one of the greatest, if not the greatest console.
I think I just feel bad for the younger generation that this is something just.
Yeah, all you,
I know
all
that
you
they would have
fucking
enjoyed.
children are
They're just
missing out.
stuck with Fortnite.
Yeah,
But
that's
no,
your
for real,
peak
like,
gaming is
Not
Fortnite.
even
That
taking digs at
sucks.
them. I do feel bad that they never got to experience like some of these cool moments, and I know they would have loved it too.
Yeah.
You know what you call that? Age privilege. That's right.
So if we
Oh,
could relive
man.
any moments, just being around during the PlayStation 2 is definitely some
Mhm.
absolutely epic moments.
That's so good.
All right. So to segue to a different topic, I guess apparently we could talk about this all day because that was
We can talk about PS2
which is
for
fair,
forever,
which
man.
is fair because it deserves it. But I wanted to actually talk to you guys about this because both you guys own Apple, right? Apple phones.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you hear about the new AI coming to the next Apple phone?
I did not.
I only heard like Elon Musk say, if any of my employees have an Apple, like I think you can't have an Apple if you work for me. And I was like, why?
So here it is. It's the new Siri, which Apple has the audacity to say AI now means Apple Intelligence. It's fucking okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
Somebody's jealous.
so Siri now will be upgraded. I think it's because they partnered with ChatGPT. I could be wrong on that, but Siri's upgrade now is all the AI information through Siri will be everything that she knows is attached to everything in your phone. Your messages, your photos, your documents, your emails. She has access to all of those things. And that's why Elon Musk has a problem with it, because now if you own an Apple phone, you work for Elon Musk at Tesla, you're going, okay, I got my work email. Well, guess what? Siri now has all the information from that work email.
Okay.
So he's calling it straight up spyware, which technically I don't know how far in depth they have. But the
Isn't
thing
everything spyware nowadays?
Let's see, what the fuck?
but
Like,
it's
if
more or less like
can't
this
they watch
AI.
you no matter what?
I guess
Like
so,
if they
true.
wanted to, even on the Android, they can fucking
Like
look at
that's
you
the
if
same
they
thing of
wanted
like
to.
me leaving this uncovered every day. Like, who fucking cares? If you're gonna
They
see me
can be
walking
hacked
around with
and
my
then
dick
looked
out,
up.
you can see me walking around with my dick out. Like, who fucking cares?
So the way they toted
At
this
least,
around,
at
like,
least,
it's a cool thing was-
at least Apple's like open about it, where Samsung makes you think you're safe when you're not.
Whoa,
Right.
Okay, well, chill.
Chill.
The way they toting this around like it's a good thing is that they're like, whoa, you'll be able to go like, hey Siri, where's that picture of Todd when he was dressed up like this? And it would pop up immediately like, hey, there's the photo.
Yeah.
You don't have to dig for it. Where's that message
Yeah.
that Derek sent me and it said this? And it would pop it up for you immediately.
I'm trying to
instead
see
of you
Todd
having
in
to dig
that
for
Iron Man costume.
it. Right, pretty much. It would be able to pop that up immediately. So that is kind of cool. I'll give it that. But I do think there is a little more like things to worry about as far as now that you have like this spider web of AI on top of everything, all your information. Now, if somebody were to hack your phone instead of have to, I hacked his emails, I hacked his photos, I hacked his messages, when they just have to hack that AI and be like, hey, AI, give me this from his information.
Yeah, sure, but
Sure.
in the grand scheme of things, when has somebody done that with Apple? It's not like we're using the PlayStation Network here. Apple is quite
That's
literally
fair.
one of the more, if not most secure networks on there. Like everyone always says, fucking look at porn on your phone, not your computer.
Fair enough. I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it. You guys seem indifferent.
I'm not
It won't
really
even
worried
be-
about.
it's
I'm not
technically
on the
won't be-
grand
It's not.
scheme
It's
of.
not gonna make me switch to a fucking.
I'm not
Android.
looking to get you guys to switch. I was just curious
Right.
what you
Oh,
thought.
I know.
Yeah.
But
That's just again something that I think in the long term we're all going to have to deal with. Like AI
True.
is quite literally going to be a part of everyone's future, whether anybody likes it or not. That's just the way the life is going right now.
true, very true. But yeah, I don't think it gets integrated unless you have the newest version of the iPhone. Until at least for now, I think they'll eventually roll it out to all the older iPhones. But for right now, it'll only be on the newest one.
Oh yeah, brother.
But yeah, it's crazy future we're looking at.
For
All right.
sure.
Aside from that, but Bad Boys for Life.
One
Did you guys
Piece.
hear about that?
It's
What?
doing really good.
I didn't. Well, that's crazy because a lot of movies haven't been doing good at all. Like
What's
it's
doing
very
really good?
rare. Bad Boys for Life.
Bad boys.
It's right now. Let me just see if it's updated. Yeah, right now, box office is it's $426 million.
Good. That's why it's on the list, guys.
See,
I've
that's why I
only
wanted to
seen
bring it.
the two. I've never seen the third
I
one.
was just say, I think I've only seen one or two of them. I'm
The
slacking on
third
that.
one's good. The first two are great.
Yeah.
But the third one is still really good.
So yeah, Todd-
also, I was thinking about that. If I had to throw a horror movie trilogy on there, do you know what it would be?
For you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Leprechaun.
Haley had horror one. She was surprised that I didn't have Paranormal Activity.
Oh, right on.
Paranormal Activity franchise is great. I don't know what you're making that face for, but go on.
There was one good scene when dude got his neck snapped. That was like it.
That was in the second movie. You didn't like the first one? You're gonna lie.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that you have to go that far back in the franchise to get one good thing to happen?
You're fucking lying.
Fear Street was what I was saying.
Nah,
Fucking
yeah, that's
great,
cool.
great. Only 3. They got their point across. You knew what it was.
What is
and
that?
It was great. Fear Street. It's like started off in 1994, then went back to like
Each movie is a different year. They all revolve around the same story. It's on Netflix.
And it's
okay,
typically
I
like the
I remember
same
hearing about it.
cast, but they
It was
play
good.
like different characters
Different
throughout the
characters,
timeline.
yeah.
Okay.
But it was really good. I
was
enjoyed
good. I
that
liked
series
it.
a lot.
Right on.
Sorry to keep jumping from episode
no.
to episode with our shit.
That's perfectly fine. We're just here to talk, man.
True. Just
All right,
chopping it up.
Do you want to just jump to the what we want to trade for our content? I'll talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here. So I issued a challenge to Derek and Todd, and we all kind of agreed that we'll take on this challenge. And the challenge is for each one of us to recommend the other two form of media to watch, either whether it be a movie, TV show. We're trying to keep it short though, because we want to watch these things, binge them, and then be able to talk about them the following week. So next week we'll talk about, rate it, see how we liked it, and we'll all kind of like a little book club off of our recommendations that we give, if you will.
Lazy Susan style.
Lazy Susan style.
Lazy Susan style.
So who wants to go first with their recommendation?
I'll go first.
You do. Okay, Todd goes
Oh,
first.
Todd, okay.
What are we watching, Todd?
What are we watching?
Again, I'm pretty sure Derek has not seen this. I'm not positive about Adam, but Elfin Lead.
Oh, okay.
Lead.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
I've only ever
Real
seen
short.
like several scenes.
Yeah, it's real short.
Okay.
You get straight to the point. It's anime. You guys love your anime.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It should. It's definitely been something I need to watch. It's on there.
Where can I watch it?
No idea.
Right on.
I would assume Crunchyroll because it's anime. There's only 14 episodes, and they're like 20,
Crunchyroll
30
does
minutes
not
apiece.
have everything.
Well, that's
Amazon Prime
it says,
Video.
It says streaming on Crunchyroll and Amazon.
Oh,
Prime.
there you go. Yeah, also available on Crunchyroll. Yep.
You
Cool.
can stream it on either or.
All right, off and live. Cool.
Oh yeah.
All right, mine. I want you guys to watch Delicious in Dungeon. I watched it on Netflix,
Dungeon.
and it's right now. Came out this year. Just literally dropped the last episode this past Thursday. 24 episodes. So
Is it the cooking one?
Yeah. I thought it was going to be weird, but
seen a bunch of scenes from that too. It's been popping up a lot lately. Like a lot of people have been
you'll like it a lot.
Their favorite shit.
It has some of the best world building I've seen in an anime. It's phenomenal. The way the whole world works is just super sick. There's a lot of times I was picturing like, oh man,
it's the one with the fucking the holy water and the ghosts, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, like stuff like that, and it's just like the scenarios they find themselves in. I'm just like, this is like sick.
Would you be pissed if I said I already watched it?
I wouldn't be pissed. I'd be happy, but I don't think you've watched it.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to spoil it for you, Adam. I haven't watched it.
That's what I thought. You bastard. But yeah, it's fucking amazing, and I haven't seen a lot of anime this year, but from what I have seen, this is definitely my top for best anime of the year so far. I mean, we're still halfway into the year, so there's plenty of other anime that can come out and topple that, but I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. It is phenomenal. So that's my recommendation to you guys.
Delicious in Dungeons.
It's on Netflix.
Oh.
Got it.
Yeah.
Dare.
So I'm not doing the anime route for y'all or a show. I just want y'all to watch a movie. It's more so to talk about it. It's not like, oh my god, it's near and dear to me and I need you guys to watch it. It's more of I want to see how you guys feel about it so we can discuss how this movie, the direction it went compared to the other movies, because it is Clerks 3.
Oh.
I want you guys to watch that, and so we can talk about what Kevin Smith did with it.
Okay. And do you know where we can watch that?
You have to rent it on Amazon.
You
bastard. Therein lies the rub.
$4 to fucking rent. I'm sure you guys can manage.
Mr. fucking Moneybags over here. Jesus Christ. Imagine
having $4, man.
Right.
Well, I had another fucking idea and y'all switched up the rules on me. So
I literally asked what the rules were, and I said this was my comprehension of it. And you guys said, yeah, that works.
What was your other one? I'm curious.
I was gonna have Adam watch the first Planet of the Apes movie, and I was with Adam.
You've never seen any of the Planet of the Apes movies?
No.
I'm going through them right now. I just watched the first one a couple days ago.
And me and Adam had discussed what we were gonna have you watch, and I was down for having Todd watch.
I still really want him to watch that too.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners on Netflix.
I've seen that.
You've watched all of Edge Runners?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Oh, well then.
Watch
Clerks 3.
We talked about that when the scene of the guy constantly walking by and the guy has the thing on his face and he's just getting jerked off aggressively. That shit cracks me up. Do you not remember that?
It's just like in the very first episode?
No, it's literally like a scene when he's walking down that street throughout the entire show. You see that same fucking guy. You're just with his shit on. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I maybe didn't finish it. I think I might have gotten bored towards the end, but there's like 8 episodes. I've seen at least 6 of them.
Damn, Todd. The ending is so fucked. It's so good.
Because I know he's like going. The last thing I can remember is he's going cyber psycho. He's like all thick and whatnot, and he's talking to the bitch, and they're like fucking looking out into the city, and it's like at their backs. That was like close to the end, if not.
So I think you're probably like an episode or 2 away from the end. Should have finished it, man. It's so good. But okay, all right, brother.
I mean, if you guys don't like it, I can figure out something else for y'all to watch.
Well, I've already seen that, so you can't have
No,
me watch it.
I'm saying aside from Clerks 3.
Oh no, Clerks 3 works for me. I
Clerks,
just have to fucking
we were just
scrounge
giving
up
you
some
crap.
money.
Round. I hate you so much.
I have to look underneath some couches today.
Right.
Y'all are fucking stupid.
I'm gonna have to ask my brother Derek if he can lend me a few dollars.
Yeah, money bags, Derek.
Not a shot.
But yeah, all right. Other than that, oh, really quick though, because I was so satisfied with what Netflix did with Delicious in Dungeon, give me a little more hope for when they animate Sakamoto Days. So, or whoever they choose to have do it. You know, I know they're just basically.
I'm not disappointed. I mean, I don't watch anime like that, but I'm not disappointed with Netflix getting Sakamoto Days. I feel like they've done a fairly good job with the anime they've been selected to go with.
I was a little initially worried, but then I was like, after like re-watching some of the stuff and like thinking about it, I was like, I don't know what I'm thinking about. Like they've been like successful. It's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it. Even their live action stuff has been fairly successful. Like I feel like there's a small people that don't like Death Note, but a lot of people did. There's only like super hardcore people that did like
I
Death
know why
Note.
I was worried about it was Seven Deadly Sins. That took a horrible turn as far as animation style, but that's depending on the studio. But regardless of that,
yeah, I just feel like overall Netflix has done very well with the anime they've been given. Even the live action stuff. I haven't watched One Piece, but that's been
that's huge for them right now. That's like
I don't know if you guys watched Yu Yu Hakusho, but I really enjoyed that. There's only a few episodes, so I decided to watch it, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. And funny enough, I saw the kid that plays Yusuke. I saw him on a banner out in Japan. I was like, hey, that's Yusuke. And I was what the fuck? I recognized him just literally like on a Walgreens photo or something like that. It was funny.
Derek, I've never seen the One Piece live action. You should probably recommend.
Oh, you guys should watch the live action One Piece. That's
Todd, damn! Looks like we're watching live action.
The girl that plays Nami is the voice for the elf.
Yep, in Delicious in Dungeon. Yep.
Yeah.
Sick.
Man.
She's always like, "Oh, I'm out of mana."
But yeah, for Delicious in Dungeon though, there's a lot of scenarios. I'm like, I can imagine our Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, like us dealing with scenarios like that.
Dude, what the fuck
wanting to eat
everything?
everything?
I was literally in the main menu, and you're like, "Oh, I think there was just a miscommunication today."
Yeah, nobody was talking. This is
you bastard.
Wednesday, Billy asked her basically if we can all end up playing if we could all end up playing Baldur's Gate 3, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. Todd, I guess, was ready for the game. I said there's something that happened. I was like,
you said I'll be on quite later. So you didn't ever say, hey, I'm on.
No.
Matt was in the chat and I was in the other chat waiting for you, and I was just at the main menu. This was the night when we were having the stupid debate in the other chat, so I wasn't like paying attention to time.
Thanks a lot, Adam.
Yeah, I was going up the fuck. I was in the trenches.
I was in the trenches.
What did I say? All right.
Yeah, he sees it.
Okay, then he goes, well, I know Todd's 15 minutes will be more like 30 to 40 minutes, so I'll get in the game of Helldivers. And I said, for sure, I'm actually going to be a bit, and that was it. That nobody else said anything.
Nobody said anything.
Nothing. Todd never said, hey, I'm in the game ready. Matt was never like, hey, what's going on, everybody?
Everyone to this point said they were good, though. You were the only person at that point that said, I'm going to be a bit. So in that scope of things, you should have came back into the chat when you were good and been like, hey, guys, I'm ready now.
I think more. I didn't think I had to initiate that. That was something that anybody else could have done. Billy never, what he said, oh, shoot, it's been so long, I forgot the day. I'm free tonight, though. He didn't say nothing else than that. And then when it came that night, or that was at 10. But yeah, he didn't say anything else, though. Nobody said anything else.
Sounds like they're all ready to play a game that you're not ready to play.
Nah. You can't put that on me.
He replied damn near instantly to you. You said, Yeah, I think we all lacked communication for today. Tomorrow it is. And Billy said, that's a bummer. Only 6 minutes later.
Yeah, because it was 12 and no one was gonna stay on. I knew Matt was pretty much cooked at 12.
Well, yeah, at 12, sure.
Right. I was waiting. I should have said something, I guess, right?
Thank you. And that's all
I
I
don't think
wanted.
I needed to though.
If you wanted to play,
If you wanted to play, if Matt wanted to play, if Billy wanted to play,
I'm sorry. If I wanted to play, I shouldn't have been in the main menu waiting for everyone else. You're
Yeah,
right.
you should
That was
let
on
us
me.
know that's what you
That's
were doing.
on me. I should have been spamming invites. Hey, join the fucking game. Let's play.
Yeah, you join the Discord and you go, "Hey guys," or you message in Discord.
Did
"Hey,
you join the
I'm ready."
Discord while Matt was in there that entire time? No.
Yeah, I did.
No.
I was there for so long. He was like killing these guys and Helldivers.
That's
was
crazy
like,
that
cool.
you're this comfortable lying to millions of people, Adam.
Our millions.
Millions of people.
Shit. I almost leaned back and knocked down the green screen.
Maybe one day.
Absolutely.
Millions of people.
Shit, that was good. That
Yeah.
was good.
But I think that wraps it up for tonight. As if you guys are good, if you guys have anything more to add, I think. Or did you want to do a trivia, Derek?
I was gonna say I thought Derek had a trivia.
We can knock that out real quick.
Yeah.
Let's
quick.
knock it
Ended
out.
on a trivia.
If y'all want to,
Yeah.
we can do it another time if you guys want to.
Fucking run it.
Run it.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
All right. Do it live. All
Derek,
right. So we are looking
no.
at the
Derek's
according to the top.
I'm removing him. I'm adding him back.
Are we good now?
Yeah, we're good. I had to take
Are we
you out
good?
and put you
Okay.
back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay. So
good.
according
Time
to top10s.com, we are looking at
My
the
favorite
top
website.
10. The top 10 best comedy movies of all time.
Dr. Doolittle.
No.
Dumb and Dumber.
Number 1.
Yeah.
That's
Play
right.
some music for that number 1.
That's right.
Step
Let's
Brothers.
put another
Oh.
shrimp on the barbie. Step Brothers is number 8.
What? Oh, you're
Nani?
trolling.
Hangover.
The Hangover is number 4.
Ooh.
No shot. People like The Hangover more than Step Brothers.
American Pie.
When's the last time you watched The Hangover?
It's been absolutely years, and I feel like that is the indicator. Step Brothers has quite literally been on repeat for so many people in life.
Todd's
You're
ready.
right. I think Step Brothers probably. I mean,
You willing to die for some chicken?
Step Brothers is probably is funnier, but The Hangover deserves to be pretty high up there because that movie's fucking hilarious.
I'm not saying that, but I would put Step Brothers above.
I too
Hangover.
would put Step Brothers ahead of.
Are you kidding me?
Hangover
A
because-
6 out of 10, Todd?
Exactly. Exactly. Oh my god. Oh shit. I lost my train of thought with that one because I had another big comedy movie banger.
I said American Pie.
American Pie is not on here.
Harold and Kumar.
Ooh.
No,
Scary movie.
no,
Men in Tights.
Is it any
No.
of the scary movies?
no.
Okay,
Holy
'cause I was
Grail.
gonna say
The Holy Grail is number 2.
Nice.
Monty Python.
Look,
Yeah.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail is a funny movie. I
It
think
is,
they throw it
but-
at 2
Wow.
just
I think
to
2 is
pay
a little excessive.
respects.
But yeah.
Number 2 is excessive. I wouldn't put it at 2.
Mm.
I think that they put it there just to pay their respects, which everybody does. I thought it was funny. It's not number 2. There's no fucking way.
Wow.
I think
Okay.
it's funnier than 2 movies on this list.
Okay. I think like a number 4 would have been better.
I would put this at number like 8.
Ooh,
Holy
okay.
Grail.
Yeah.
In this top 10, I think all these other movies are funnier. Most.
Yeah.
It'd be number 8 or number 7, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, no, they got it at number 2.
If that's on here, then it's got to be something with like Robin Williams, like fucking Mrs. Doubtfire or something.
There are no Robin Williams movies.
Really?
Really?
Wow. Even in this day and age, people still see him as like one of the best comedians. So I'm surprised at that.
I just saw a big thing about how he stole a lot of his stand-up stuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Stand-up. Who fucking cares? We're talking about his movies are where it's at.
Right.
Steal fucking Jumanji.
Major Pain.
No.
I know that would have been a stretch, but figured I'd say it anyway. Are there any animated movies on here?
No.
Okay, that'd have been weird.
Just would have for comedy. Yeah.
The Mask.
No.
Rush Hour.
No.
Ace Ventura.
No.
Cable Guy.
Blasphemy, right? There's no Jim Carrey.
I was gonna say, is there no Jim
from
Carrey on here?
Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber was number 1.
Okay, that's
but aside
true,
from that, that's the only Jim
Carrey. But that's
he was like
not
the
even
king
his
of
best
comedy
work.
as far as movies go.
Dumb and Dumber is better than
Airplane.
Cable Guy. It is better than fucking all the movie. The Mask, Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber is better than all of those. Airplane's number 3. You keep blinking. You
Spaceballs.
You think Ace Ventura is funnier than Dumb and Dumber?
I don't know about Ace Ventura, but The Mask, I think so.
Oh no,
no shot.
I don't agree with that.
I love The Mask. I love Jim Carrey, but Dumb and Dumber is probably one of my favorite comedy movies of all time. I think that's like Jim Carrey's funny.
I think it deserves number 1.
I think if you
crazy.
I feel like if you want to compete with
Jim Waterboy, Big Daddy,
no, that one upset me.
Fucking
no Adam Sandler. That's what upset me about this list.
That is actually wild.
But for Jim Carrey, if you really want to compete with fucking top shit, I think Me, Myself, and Irene is up there with some of his.
Yeah, that is another banger.
That movie.
That was just impressive.
When he fights himself and hits himself in the throat.
One of the coolest fight scenes ever, wasn't he? Fighting himself.
Spits on himself.
Yeah.
That's great.
The chop to the throat still gets me in tears every time I see it.
The other one that swept the nation by storm, Pineapple Express.
Oh, good call.
No, right? Isn't
really?
What's the other one though?
Superbad?
Number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I saw
Carries, I guess.
That's another one that's surprising. People would take Superbad over Pineapple Express. Both great movies, but
I think so. Just because
I think that's really common actually. I saw a list recently that said Superbad it was ranked number 1 as like the funniest movie of all time. Some post on Instagram made it. It's a fucking hilarious movie, but I think Pineapple Express is funnier.
I was just talking to one of my hosts at work, and I just ask people random questions throughout the day for fun. And I was like, hey, what's your favorite movie? And she said The Interview. And I was like, really? I was like, I'm not hating on that whatsoever, but just when I think of James Franco and I was like, the James Franco and Seth Rogen movie, she was like, yeah. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, I feel like the majority of people would say they would prefer Pineapple Express to The Interview. The Interview is a great movie, but I just feel like, but she's also very young. So it kind of makes sense. She grew up more. And she's like, yeah, I've seen Pineapple Express like once or twice. It's funny, but The Interview was, she loved that one. I was like, wow. All right. Respect.
You're peanut butter and jealous.
When he says, when he's freaking out because he doesn't know what to do with the fucking thing. And he's like, you could put it in your butt. I was in tears that whole scene. It's the funniest shit in the world, man.
Borat.
It's like, you need to see a proctologist. Borat's number 7. I didn't think you guys were going to get that one.
I'm fucking killing this.
I did not think you were going to get that. Borat was very funny. You know what?
I just have a different sense of humor because Borat is not funny to me. I'm sorry.
I thought Borat was funny. I thought Bruno was funnier. Bruno's so wild. I thought that was funnier than Borat.
That comedy is not funny to me.
Dude, I feel the same way. Everyone's like, my wife. And I'm like,
You literally, like, very nice. Like, I get that shit all the time. Like,
Yeah.
and this,
I think
it's
it
not
was just
fucking funny to
overkill
me.
for me.
It
Like,
was
at first I might have
overkill.
like giggled at it, but then like everyone was saying and doing it, and I was like, okay, this is just getting weird.
I thought Borat was
Yeah.
funny, but I don't think it's that funny. Like I said, I thought Bruno was funnier, and even then, Bruno's not like crazy. But yeah, I think
Yeah, it's
better
just
than
not my bag. Oh, Austin Powers.
Oh,
There you go.
there,
I was just about to say,
good
it's
one.
not my
It's
bag,
not my
baby.
bag.
Yes.
When you said it's not my bag, you said it's not my bag, and I was like, "Oh, is he gonna say it?" Yeah,
That was good.
Number
Very
9.
good.
You got number 9.
Yes.
So we got Superbad at 9, Austin Powers, or Superbad at 10, Austin Powers at 9, Step Brothers at 8, Borat at 7. You're missing number 6, number 5, and then that's all you're missing at 6 and 5 because you have The Hangover at 4, Airplane at 3, Holy Grail at 2, and Dumb and Dumber at 1.
Damn.
We're missing
That's
5
pretty
and
damn
6.
good. Scary movie.
We already
I
guessed
said
that.
scary
No.
movie.
Oh, my bad.
Them
Rush
comedies.
Hour was a good guess. I'm
was
surprised
a
that
good
that's not
guess.
on there.
Yeah.
Number 5, you guys should be able to get. I think we can all agree it's a very funny movie. Number 6, sure.
Clerks.
No.
That'd have been hilarious.
There's nothing View Askew on there.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man,
doesn't
because
get
yeah,
the
Jane
love it's
Silent
there.
Bob. That's
Yeah, I was gonna
actually
say if there
crazy.
would be any of them, it would
have
be
been
Jay and
Jay.
Silent Bob
Dude, that
Strike
movie's
Back.
so hilarious. Even
Or
now,
maybe
like,
Dogma. That one had the world in a
Dogma.
chokehold for a little bit.
yeah.
Dogma's so good. I love Dogma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dogma's one of my favorite things ever made.
I'm just-
Barbershop.
Oh.
No, I wish Barbershop
Friday.
so fucking good. No.
Oh fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, Friday's not on there. There's not gonna be any black.
There's no black
Films.
lead. No.
Yeah.
You know what? We
If
do
Friday's
these
not on-
lists. Dude, we do these lists all the time at work, and there's the one black guy, Marquise, and we'll be like, we'll find a list that someone makes. It's like the top 10 hottest celebrities in the world. He's like, I have one question before we even fucking start this.
It's the same
any
question I
black-
always have.
I was like,
yep.
are there any black women on this? And I'm like, unfortunately, no. And he's like, I don't want to fucking play this stupid.
You know what would have been hilarious?
He is obsessed with Megan Good, and he's like, she's not on the list. The list is fucking ass. It's ass. I'm not participating.
He's
And he
not
walks
wrong.
away.
Megan Good
Megan
is
Good
an
is
absolute
beautiful.
banger of a human being.
I 100% agree that it's ridiculous that these lists will have some of these white women that don't deserve to be on there. And I'm like, how the fuck is Rihanna and Megan Good not on these lists? Get the fuck out of here. Crazy.
How mad would you have been, Todd, if like Friday and all these other gems weren't on there, but Medea was on?
Oh
this list?
my god.
That would have been
No
the
way. Like you don't
funniest
even
fucking
give
thing.
me
Not on
Big
here.
Mama's house. You
Right.
give me Medea. That would be so disrespectful. So disrespectful.
I can
Oh my
assure you
God.
that Medea is not. on
Oh,
this
thank
list.
God for that at least. Jesus Christ.
Damn,
got-
this is bullshit. Because I was gonna guess like some Eddie Murphy movies, but now I'm.
That's
guessing
what I was
No.
thinking. That's why I thought
Coming
Dr.
to
Dolittle, I was
America
like,
should be on this list.
Absolutely.
yeah, that's true. But that's why I thought Dr. Dolittle right away. I was like, that's like renowned as one of the
Yeah.
best comedies. Like, I feel like of
Oh,
all
we
time,
still
people
talk about
love. Yeah,
Look,
people
you
love. No, that
That's
was Nutty Professor.
Oh, my
Adam.
bad,
What are you
my bad, my
talking
bad,
about?
my
But
bad.
still, that's another
Yeah,
one. That's
that's
another
another.
banger.
Yeah, absolutely.
My bad. Yeah, I got them mixed up. But yeah, no, absolutely. It's fucking hell, man.
But
So
yeah,
good.
like I said, Holy Grail on all this stuff. Holy Grail is like way further back.
Yeah.
Borat wouldn't even be on
Yeah.
this list. I don't know if Holy Grail would make my top
Yeah,
10.
no.
It probably wouldn't.
It's crazy that Friday's not on here is insane.
It's so dumb.
Okay, I'm gonna stop thinking of movies that aren't on the list. I gotta
So
start thinking-
number 6, it's one of those cult movies. It's been in conversation before. It's always the last thing people think of.
Role Models? Doubt it.
No, that's another great movie.
That movie is funny.
I'm not gonna take off my pants. What?
Oh my God.
Yeah, Adam Sandler movie's not even on here is crazy too. That's
It's
so fucking
very
stupid.
upsetting.
That
It's very
is
upsetting.
actually wrong. That is
How
like
do you not
again,
have
me
Happy
growing
Gilmore
up
on here?
with comedy.
You
Right
know what we
there.
should do next week? We should make the perfect top 10 comedy list. We should.
Like all
I think we-
together.
I thought you were
format.
about to say rank Adam Sandler movies. I was like, damn.
No, well, I mean that would be hard too, but I think we should just revise our own top 10 list together. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you guys, but I think that we could make a lot better. This is
for sure.
already
For
shit.
sure.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
So okay, so number 6. People say like dry humor. Like I said, it's cult following. There's only one movie. There's no sequels.
Office Space.
No.
Oh,
Another
that's a
great
good
movie.
guess. That was a
That
really
movie's
good guess.
hilarious.
Me, man.
Bubble Boy,
No, come on now.
Sex Drive.
No, it's none of
Oh,
those.
Euro Trip.
Those are all great. No, it's none of those movies.
Oh my god.
Damn.
That deserves to be on this list.
It not revolves, but a sport is involved a lot in this movie. One that's played indoors.
Dodgeball?
No, another great movie.
What the fuck?
fuck?
Zoolander's not on this?
Nope.
Any
Another
Ben
great
Stiller?
movie. Nope.
What the fuck is going on with this? list?
Number 5. Ben Stiller is not one of the main characters, but he does have a cameo in it.
Is
Tropic
it,
Thunder's not on this.
Oh
should
my
be.
That's
god.
another travesty.
Should be, but it's not.
Dude.
No, he has a cameo with an accent. Iconic scene too.
Oh, Anchorman.
Anchorman number 5.
Oh,
Spanish.
I'm in the
language
minority
here.
of that one. That one doesn't.
You like
tickle my
Anchorman?
fancy. I
Anchorman's
haven't
so
fully seen it all the way through. I've seen most of it. Like I feel like altogether I can piece together the movie. Like Baxter, that's the best part. Is fucking Jack Black punting Baxter. That is the best part.
When you
Honestly,
see
like
it for the
that-
first
yes.
time.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes,
good.
yes.
Dude,
That's honestly
oh
one of the
my
best
God.
things in
That just
all of
happened.
comedy I've ever seen. But the movie as a whole, I don't know why I just don't like Ron Burgundy as a character. Like even when he came
that
out and
sucks. I
did the
love him.
roast, I was like, nah, this isn't cool to me.
That was okay. I didn't really care about that. I love Ron Burgundy in the first Anchorman movie. That's it. They
Okay.
kind of overdo it. I didn't really care about the second one. It was
I don't think
okay.
I've seen the second one.
Second one was all right, but the first one is what fucking did it for me. The fight with all the newscasters, the news channels.
Yeah, the
at
fucking
end.
Trident.
That was
Again,
so
like I've seen
good.
all that stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That one just it didn't really captivate me as like literally anything else Will Ferrell has done. And I actually have not seen from beginning to end Talladega Nights, which I know is crazy, but I still haven't seen that one.
40-year-old
It's
virgin.
Classic, not on here.
Oh my god.
Oh, what's that other Steve Martin? Any
This-
Steve Martin? Is it a Steve
No,
Martin movie?
dude. No,
Yeah.
this one. Again, it's not like any of those movies. It's not your like.
You said it's dry humor.
Yeah,
That's why I was thinking Office Space.
Yeah, that was such a good guess.
Right. Office Space is really good. I thought Office Space is funnier than this movie. I need to rewatch this movie.
You know what? All right. Sorry.
Let me know.
I'm
when
thinking
you
about
give
our
up.
top
I'll just
10.
give it to you.
We should just do a ranking. We'll pull up a bunch of different classic comedies, great comedies, and we'll just do like an S, A, B, C, D, E, F ranking.
Yeah, that
That's what we
works.
should do next week.
It's gonna be. I mean, sure. I guarantee.
we
you're
all
gonna
just
throw
agree
a
on
lot
what we
that-
want.
I'm gonna say S to a lot of them if you're gonna be throwing out like some of my favorites.
We'll do like S and plus, S plus. I don't know because I think we'll be arguing about some of these that if we think they deserve
for
it,
sure,
okay?
for
Okay, all right,
sure.
sorry,
Yeah, that's fine,
sorry, I
that's
want to segue. That got me excited. Now
I
know
can just
what
tell
big
you guys
fans
this
we'll
one
have
if you're
to
not
do.
gonna get it.
Hold
Fucking
on,
rank
hold
these
on,
are-
hold on.
It's
Okay,
a one-off.
okay.
It's a one-off, right?
Yeah, there's no sequels to it.
There's no sequel.
No.
You said it's a cult classic.
Yeah.
How old is it? Can you give us that?
90s. I don't know the exact
Oh
year.
shit. Okay. I was thinking
I'll look it up real
2000, so
quick.
I'm happy you said that.
No. I'll look at. I mean, maybe. I don't know for sure.
So what we know. Cult classic, dry humor, white people.
98.
98.
White people.
White people.
I didn't even say white people. You know, it's white people.
Well, because you already said-
indoor sports. Yeah, white people.
Oh, indoor sports. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
Basketball? No way.
No
Yeah, no,
fucking
no.
shot.
But
Basketball
that's
again.
not really dry humor. That's hilarious.
I think basketball's funnier than this movie.
Is it a basketball sport?
It involves a
shit.
ball.
An indoor bowling? Oh, is it The Big Lebowski?
Oh,
Is that even a comedy? I thought that movie was more of like a.
as soon as you
It's a
said
comedy.
bowling, yeah.
It's a comedy.
I never really saw it as that. I always seen.
I'd have to watch
There's
it.
no
That's
other way to
another
take
one
it. It is a
that
comedy.
I've seen
for
only
I guess
scenes
that's
for.
fair.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
the full movie.
That's true. That's true. I don't know what else it would be, but yeah, I guess it's
Yeah.
just really dry humor comedy. You're right. I think it's
Right,
categorized
yeah.
that
I
really
mean,
well.
the only scene that's ever really made me laugh is the fucking nobody fucks with
Jesus.
Nobody fucks
Jesus.
with
Right.
the Jesus. Yeah,
That's
that's the
fair.
only
It's the
scene I
best-
know
it's
from the
the
movie.
best shit. But I mean, like I said, I
Interesting.
need to watch it again.
That actor, him in Transformers with Shia LaBeouf, that shit was
Dude.
hilarious too.
I'm
Banger.
underneath the scrotum of the enemy.
She's a criminal. Criminals are hot. Yeah, he's great. He's great.
Bro,
He's so
those
good.
first
They
three
leave him in his
Transformers
underwear?
movies. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of saying this. Those first
Dude.
3 Transformer movies is all you need.
Yes, they should have stopped there. They
They
really
really
should have
should've.
stopped there.
She's hot. Oh my god, it's so good.
Am I
Yeah,
deleting it?
I definitely don't agree that should even be on this list. I get it. It has cult following, I guess, or cult classic, I suppose. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna have to write down some when we do that list, or at least I guess for the homework, just drop a bunch of names in our chat so I can like at least prepare those images and then have that whole ranking
I mean,
thing.
there's
And we'll just,
so many though. It's gonna
there
it's
is
gonna be
so
hard,
many.
man. It's gonna be hard.
I'll go through a lot and I'll just it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to see where we would argue what deserves what. We'd have to be strict, okay, guys? We do gotta remember that because I do feel you, Derek. I feel like a lot of them are just like S, absolute S. But then we have to be like,
There's
so
no
you're
wiggle
saying
room. There's no wiggle room with a lot of those, man.
a
I'm
lot
not
of them
gonna
you're like, so
lie.
you're saying that it's better than this movie right here, or it's on par with this one. I guess there's gonna be a lot of I guess so, right?
I mean, okay, well, fucking give me an example of 3 right now.
Major Pain, Men in Tights, and Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber is number 1. Fuck. Dude, you know how much it's Major Pain's number 2, Men in Tights number 3.
Okay, but you would all right. So
But
S, A, B, D. Yeah, are you saying they're all S ranks?
I mean, they kind of are. I'll give Dumb and Dumber S. I'll give Major Pain S, and I'll give Robin Hood Men in Tights an A or whatever.
Okay.
S minus.
S
I don't know
minus.
if that's a thing. A plus. I don't fucking know. However you want to rank that. Robin Hood Men in Tights is so fucking classic. I can't.
I'm
not
just
laugh
so
at that
wildly
movie.
different than that.
That's
why
fair, and that's
Mine
why
would
we want to
be
do this.
S for Major Pain.
Mhm.
Yep.
A would be what was it again?
Dumb and Dumber and Men in Tights.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber would be A, and then honestly, I'm sorry, but it would drop down to like C for Men in Tights.
That's
So
crazy.
then I would say I think Men in Tights is an A, and that would bring it up to like a B, and we would agree to put it there.
Sure.
That's how this was gonna. This is how this will end up working.
Sure,
Okay.
because again, like
That's just a
the
hypothetical.
Men in Tights to
That's
me,
crazy.
it did not hold that same
Oh,
stand.
man.
Like
I
me,
quote that movie all
when
the
I
time.
think of
It's so
like
good.
S tier
I
comedies
quote it
again,
all the
I'm
time.
thinking
Yeah.
fucking Waterboy. I'm thinking Tropic Thunder. Those are like again without a doubt
Thunder's
Friday.
without a doubt.
Without a
absolutely.
doubt,
Those are S's.
fucking
Those are
S tier.
Yeah.
Like no one's
Yeah.
touching those movies in their right mind. Like that's Clerks 2. No one is touching
S.
that
S
fucking
tier.
movie.
I would say A.
You're crazy.
You're putting
You're
Clerks 2 in
crazy.
an A? Adam, I'm about to punch you in the throat. There's no fucking shot. There's
Oh,
no
shit,
shot. Clerks
Fucking hit
2
my
is
green
S
screen
tier.
again.
You're wild. You're
Listen to
wild.
me.
Clerks
This is
2?
what's beautiful about.
No, that
No,
comedy,
that's not-
that is
there's
that
no
movie
way.
epitomizes comedy.
We're doing
That
this
is
next
what
week.
comedy should be.
No,
Chill.
no, no.
We're
There's
doing
no
this
way
next
you
week.
listen to Pillow Pants and call it A. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
We're
There's
doing this
no
next week.
fucking-
Relax. I gotta watch Clerks 3
Oh.
anyway, so maybe it might.
It has nothing to do with Clerks 2. Does it
Yeah,
have nothing
that
to do with
really
the rating
doesn't.
of a
Like
Clerks
Clerks
2?
1 is great, but Clerks 2
Clerks 2
is quite literally a
another
masterpiece
level.
when it
You
comes
gave me
to
Homer for Clerks
comedy.
3, Tarek, so maybe you might just give me a little more recency bias when we do the list next week, okay?
When he opens the fucking bathroom door and he's taking a shit. Don't look at his pee-pee. It's so good, man.
It's
Oh
a
my
really
God.
that is a good movie.
You're
It's
stupid.
the fucking perfect comedy, man. And
They
It's not
break
better,
out
it's
into
not better
song
than
and
Tropic Thunder.
dance.
It's not better than Tropic Thunder.
they're on the same tier. They're
I
both
think it
just
might
as
be.
funny.
In my book,
Really?
I think I would
But I
take.
guess you and Derek religiously
Dude,
watch that. But
yes,
Clerks
like I
2
could
is one of the
still
funniest
put it
movies I've
on
ever
today,
seen.
and I know what's about to be said, and I'm still cracking
so
up.
all this did for me
Still
was
cracking
verify
up.
that I'm gonna have to have an S plus.
No,
A,
no,
B,
you can't
C,
do
D.
that. It's
No, 'cause-
S A B C
No,
D.
I
You
have
can't-
to
no.
do it because we're gonna have way too many S's. So
are.
we're gonna have
Well,
to have
that
one.
makes it an A then. If you're bringing it down, then that also
Okay.
if we have two people saying S and you're giving it an A, it's a fucking S, jackass.
It's a fucking S.
Majority
It's an
rules.
S.
No, I'm doing S plus because I think S
No,
plus should be,
no.
there should be one that we unanimously all agree that it is up there.
The only way that
I just
S
gave you
plus
guys a
works is
taste
that
of the
if we're all-
destruction that will happen next week. Okay,
That's crazy. That's gonna be
I'm
a
excited.
long conversation, man.
that's fine. This is
There's
great.
gonna be a lot of arguing about what's funny and what's not. But it is hard to say between
I'll talk to
Tropic
you about
Thunder and
that.
Clerks 2, because Tropic Thunder, like when Jack Black posted up on the fucking tree, everything he says is comedic gold.
Yes.
Everything he says.
Scrap
With the
that.
fucking-
Almost every line of dialogue from that movie is comedic.
Really,
It is.
Like,
It really
like
is.
everything Matthew McConaughey says, all the way down
Yeah.
to fucking Tom Cruise's character. Like, there's
Yes.
The
nothing
fact
about
that
that.
I
Yeah.
had no idea that was Tom Cruise until he was dancing in the
Literally.
credit screen.
And you
in the
see his
fucking
name.
theater.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I was
Yes.
like, how the fuck did no one know that?
Honestly, that might be one of the best comedies of all time. Just period. It's so
It
fucking
is.
good.
I'm not disagreeing with you,
yeah.
but I'm
So
telling
Clerks
you,
2.
in my book, Clerks 2 still tops that. It still tops
Clerks
that.
2,
gonna end up
Clerks 2 is
being-
like one of the
'Cause
funniest
it's-
movies
it,
I've
like,
ever seen in my life.
That we were even in the stage with Tropic Thunder, we were still getting to like where we are now, to where things were getting more reserved. Tropic Thunder could never be made today.
Absolutely.
Clerks
not,
2 could never be made when Tropic Thunder was made. If that makes sense.
I can see what you're saying, but
Like the comedy that was going
the
into Clerks, like
donkey scene cannot be
not
done.
even the donkey scene. I'm thinking of the racial slur scene.
The
with-
racial slur.
Dude, with
that's a good
Randall?
one, yeah.
still to this day, that is the funniest fucking thing to me in all of the world. And no one is ever going to be able to re-imitate that, especially being a white guy saying that. Dude, it's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
My fantasy football team in one of my buddies' leagues last year was the fucking Porch Monkeys.
Yes.
With the logo.
Yes.
With his shirt.
I'm
that
taking
said
it
Porch
back.
Monkey for life. I'm taking it back.
I'm taking it
Ugh,
back.
That's the
Dude,
funniest.
it's great.
When he calls the little kid a porch monkey.
He's like, no, it's cool. I'm taking it back. She's like, oh my, it's there. Yes, that is the epitome of comedy. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to break the walls down and say the shit that everyone else is scared to say. That's why if you watch the roast of Tom Brady, Tony's fucking lines, he was the best, because that's what I think
Tony
of with
Hinchcliffe?
comedy.
Tony
Yes.
hits the shit
Oh
on
my
everybody.
god, he just
Nice.
that's what I'm
Bitch,
looking
Did you
for.
win him in the divorce?
Oh, it was
Shit
so
was so
good.
funny.
His
It
approach
was so
was
good.
phenomenal too.
Yes, he did so good. So again, that's why Clerks 2, and now that I'm saying all this, I can't think of a like Clerks 2 and I think Friday are you don't get a funnier than those two. And then right below that, I fucking loved Friday, next Friday, I mean, with fucking
Next Friday.
Mike Epps.
Oh, dude,
That's
Next Friday's so
another
good.
classic.
So good.
So
He's like,
both
We-
"Why
we
don't
named
you
our
tell me
bird
when the
after
fuck it was
Chico."
on me?" It's so funny.
We had
you
a
know how
bird
many
named
people
Chico.
still run around saying no more locked doors? Like,
No
Yeah.
more
it's,
locked doors.
oh, it's just, oh, it's so good. So yeah, those
That's
two.
like word.
Yeah, we can do this again next week. Sorry, Adam.
Yeah.
This was 15 minutes
No,
of shit.
you're
that should have
good.
been
This
on
has
next
been
week.
fantastic.
But Clerks 2 and then I would put Tropic Thunder directly like under them with like next Friday. That's where I'm at.
I'm gonna have to put a bracket where we all unanimously agree that it's the greatest, and that will be the top tier. And I'm sorry, guys, but
That
Clerks 2
and
is not there for
If
me.
we're going in, yeah,
That's
we can do it next
crazy.
week. But Waterboy, I'm putting Waterboy up there too.
I agree.
I cried like an 8-year-old little girl.
I quite literally almost died watching that with like I have a vivid memory in my lifetime
Of that
of
scene?
watching that on Cameron's big screen TV in their basement. Brett and Michelle were in the next room playing EverQuest. I ran into there on the ground and I couldn't make noise. I thought I was gonna die because I was just laughing so hard. Like, because Cameron did the whole A-B thing, how he always does, like die. Like, I thought it was over for me. I truly thought my life was over at 8 years old or whatever it was watching that movie.
Oh,
I ran into there and I was just like, oh yes.
So good.
Dude, Cameron did that shit with Lord of the Rings when fucking Gimli tells the
He
one
fell.
lady that he fell.
He fell.
Lord Aragorn, where is he? He fell.
Oh,
good times,
yes.
man.
All right. We really got to wrap this up before we.
Sorry.
I'm excited for it. Like, I like this. I'm
Yeah,
excited to
that's
see
good,
what we
that's
think.
good.
We're gonna get at this huge ass list of comedy movies, and we're gonna fucking go all out.
That,
Go ahead.
everybody, was the Lazy Susan. Tune in with us next week. As you see, we'll be doing all the comedy stuff. My name is Todd. Again, here with my co-hosts Adam and Derek. It's nice seeing you guys. We'll see you next week.
Take it easy.
Have a good one.